standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
The multi-dimensional portal is open. 行くぞ。Konnichigen is your favorite superstar host, the multi-dimensional Tajigen Kaiden, a sentient star cluster in VTuber idol form for your entertainment. Arurin, glad you could make it to the start of the stream. How's it going? Happy Final Fantasy Friday, the second Final Fantasy XIV Friday, and the first Final Fantasy XIV Friday in which we're like, you know, well into the game, getting used to the game still, but it's not like a first time play, so it's more of a regular play session, which is what is always nice to have, I would say. How's everything going? Have you played FF14 yet today, Arurin? I get the feeling you may have done something already. Just chilling at work now, only got 15 minutes of work left. Nice! Great to hear that. And thank you for being here while you're at work. Well, yes, perhaps you can join us in Final Fantasy XIV later then. As we continue questing, I think that's what we're going to be focusing on. I think it's still gonna be a while before I do anything like dungeons or raids or whatever. Hope I'm 14 when I get home? Yeah, for sure. For sure. And I'd probably still be here? I don't know. Well, depends on how long you take to get home. So yeah. We would love to have you on the Superstar Squad. If you like, of course. Happy Final Fantasy Friday, as I said. Today is the last live stream before the subathon happens this Sunday. I have a little surprise there. We're going to be debuting the next vocal cover, which, as I said, is a TV size, so it's not very long. It's like 1.5 minutes long. However, we will be premiering that vocal cover during the subathon in the live stream, and then the video on YouTube will go out on Monday, so keep that in mind. I think I'll be playing it at the start of the stream. I could be playing it at other moments of the stream, depending on how things go, maybe even at the end of it. And yeah. You work like 10 minutes for your job, so not long at all? You mean you drive, or the commute is 10 minutes? Is that what you meant to say? But yeah. I got you. Yeah, like, we don't know how long the subathon is gonna go. It may just be 3 hours, it may be 12 hours. Yeah, 10-minute drive, gotcha. Yes, well, there is no need to say something I haven't said already, but don't worry, we will talk a little bit more about that at the end of the stream. It's going to be stream number 400 because, ladies and gentlemen, maniacs, superstars, and supernovas of all ages, today is stream number 399. See, I went for 5 streams last week and 4 streams this week specifically to make sure that the subathon would become stream number 400 and thus give it even more of a milestone. Would be great if we could also get to 300 followers on Twitter. We are very close to it. But hey, whenever we get to that milestone, it's gonna be a great milestone. I have nothing special planned for it, honestly. But yeah. Well, we can talk more about that after we finish Final Fantasy XIV today. I think we'll do a little bit of just chatting and at the end, so to speak. And yeah, keep talking a little bit about what's gonna come in the subathon. Hopefully I can tune in Sunday, might have some stuff come that day. Hey, no worries, Aruni. No worries. Of course, many of the things I have planned may not happen if we don't see enough goals. However, I think there are some things that will still happen no matter what time we do have. Well, actually, yeah, I want to talk about it right now. So, one of the things I was going to do, I kind of am going to do, is to have new assets for my model right here. Many of them were going to be new hair colors. However, I figured, and I have a new outfit, a new variation of this outfit already. It's already created. Like, they would debut on the stream, and I would show them on my model, like live here. But for now, I think the problem is that it's too many variants. Like, the way you export models from VRoid Studio is like I would need to have one model per each hair color and outfit color variation, and that's gonna be too many. So we have like 5, 6, maybe even 7 variations of this outfit. And then for hair colors, we're gonna have this. Let me count them. It's about 5 or 6, yeah, around the same amount of hair colors. So imagine, I don't know, multiply 7 by 7. Okay, let's say 6 by 6. 6 times 6. Hold on, I forget what it is. 36, right, 36. You wish you'd subathon was today? No. Hey, if you can't make it, that's fine, Arurin. Don't worry about it. You've been such great support to me already, so it's okay. And yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, 36 different versions of me. Like, it's too much. I don't think there's a limit to how many models you can have in BC Phase, as long as you don't have like 1,000 or something like that. But still, yeah, I don't think I like it. And then there's the face mask, face guard variant I wanted to introduce to myself, so that's another story. Think about that. But yeah, we made the subathon specifically on Sundays, so I would be able to have the time if we make it to 12 hours. Well, 12 plus hours, because if we make it to 12 hours, it's gonna go a bit over 12 hours, as it did that last time we got to 12 hours. And yeah, also for other people to be able to make it, because it's a Sunday. Monday is not that good, because Monday is the actual anniversary of myself as a VTuber. So yeah, not a debut, as I said. It wasn't a debut that I did last year on July 11th. It was just the first stream as a VTuber. A formal debut is not something I've done yet, and it's something I plan to do when I have commissioned a full model. Or well, won it in a giveaway maybe. But yeah, a full model that is most likely going to be live 2D. You never know. I should not say that it's necessarily going to be live 2D, but it's most likely going to be. Super anime vibes is what I really want to go for. You know, because it's live 2D doesn't necessarily mean it's anime, so I feel like it needs to be specified. But yeah, a full-on debut is what it would be. Variations will happen. Mainly, I think the hair is going to change, probably. I keep thinking that a star-shaped hair, kind of like Muto Yugi, like Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! By the way, shoutouts to the late Kazuki Takahashi. I think that would be good on me. Of course, different colors and, well, hopefully a different shape. I don't want it to be the exact same, but it could still be the exact same and work, honestly. Whenever you get an outfit you like an FF14 character, you should make that another VTuber model outfit based off of your character. Well, keep something in mind, Arurin. What I have right now in my model, everything I have put on myself, everything I have put on my design, on my VTuber self, has only been possible because other people have created it. The best I can do is change colors to a certain degree on an outfit because of Photoshop. My skills in Photoshop are okay, they're decent. I would say they're a little bit beyond basic now, but still not something I would consider professional, nor even the word skilled maybe. I probably wouldn't be able to do an outfit like that. I would have to commission it. And well, that's more money. Yeah, that brings me to the point. If I were to have that hairstyle here in VRoid, I would have to commission that from someone. Which is possible. It's possible. I could have that hairstyle done. You're in the same boat? Yeah. So yeah, this hairstyle, this bob-like hairstyle, the hair color that comes with it, the outfit I'm wearing, all came from Booth. What I did, however, was make the color variations of this outfit on Photoshop. I'm very proud of the latest one I just did, and you'll see some of that in the subathon. I'm gonna get into more details about that in a moment. And the star sticker that I put on my face, I was able to tinker with that a little bit, so that worked. Ooh, outfit color change. Do you have a particular preference, Arurin? Remember the variations? Could be a random one again. I could roll a die right now to the side. I could roll a d4 to the side. That could be fun. I mean, I don't know. Could I be mad enough to do 36 different versions of myself? Just to have every hair and outfit variation out there? It's out there, but it's possible. You forgot them? So what we have right now is what I call the purple and black outfit. What we had yesterday is the purple and white. So instead of the black underneath, it's white. It still has a lot of black all across it, but it's more like it's more white than this one, if you will. There's the golden and purple one and the silver and purple one. It's meant to be platinum, but it comes across as silver more. Those are the 4 variations. I used to have a purple and gray one, which was supposed to be like silver, but I'm not sure if I quite like it anymore. I don't think I want to keep using it. It doesn't look that bad, but for now I just want to keep these 4. Anything with the desert vibe? Ooh, I don't think I have anything like that. The closest would be the golden and purple because of the gold, maybe? I don't know. I don't think there's anything like that. Yeah, because of Taladan. Was it Taladan? Taladan? Well, we're gonna find out when we get back into the game. Let's do gold? Okay. We can do that variation indeed. So, Pitzulda? Indeed. Here, this is what I mean, by the way, just to show you. It would be a lot of selection there for my outfit. But okay. There it is. Purple and gold. Gold and purple, if you will. Sunglasses. Oh, yeah. But I think now if I introduce sunglasses to myself, I'd rather put them as a prop right now, Rurin. Damn it, how can you want sunglasses when I have such beautiful eyes? Eyes, these eyes, how can you deny? How can you neglect these eyes? You can't escape. Okay? You can't escape them. Yeah, that could be a good variation. I had that variation before. It's what I called classic Kaiden because of my history as a live streamer, to put a long story short. But yeah, what I wanted to say about these variations that I'm going to introduce in the subathon, the original intent was to make them already models, and I would be with one of those models, but instead what I'm going to do is just show you the changes I've done in V-Roid Studio and take a look at what possibly could be selections that you superstars, you maniacs can do during the subathon, and which ones would be exported as an outfit if you would like. And that's gonna be done regardless of how many subs we reach. So, yeah. It's something I really want to be showing off in the subathon as part of the new season, the new quarter of the year, so to speak. I guess the formal season start is on July 10 because of that. One variation that will happen, and yeah, my soul has been violated by Kaiden's size, lolk. We're actually gonna have a slight change to the eyes. Very slight. You have seen some of it already in the thumbnails, actually. If you really look at the eyes closely there, in the thumbnails and the announcements for the stream. Just a little bit more on the eyes right there. You will get to see a little bit of like stars or something that kind of looks like stars behind the spiral that reflects the madness and the beauty of the cosmos, yes? So, that's something you're gonna see. It's minor because it's not always noticeable. It's more noticeable when you zoom into me, but if you're very used to seeing me in your screen, you may be able to notice it no matter what the size is, because you kind of can see it from afar. Or at least I can, because, well, I'm the one that put them in, I'm the one modifying it, and also I'm used to seeing myself, right? Like a window to outer space? Yeah, this is the way they have to be, because it fits my nature as a multi-dimensional maniac Rurin. Before we settled for the spiral eyes fully, you know, it's kind of inspired by the Hex Maniac from Pokemon as well. Just search her up, just search Hex Maniac and you'll see what I mean immediately. So, before that we did have something that looked like that. Yeah, and you can still see it in some of the clips on the channel. If you go and search on the clips, you'll be able to see it. But these are the eyes we have to go for. I doubt that we'll be able to have better eyes than these ones. The spiral eyes is something that has to be part of the brand of Kaiden Tajigen 100%. As signature as the color purple is. You know, there's this giveaway that I didn't get selected for that Argama Witch was doing, in which she was going to create a new model for people, in which you would barely have any input, so she gave you very limited options as to what you can have in your model. And so you had a theme, and you had 2 features that are like non-negotiable, in lack of a better word. And for the 2 features I had, I chose them to be purple and the spiral eyes. So that's the important thing. But yeah, you know, another reason why I wouldn't want to go too haywire on the hair colors right now is that I may actually want to change my hair. And if we meet a certain goal, that can be one of the assets you choose. Hello T, glad you can make it. Purple, never would have guessed that. Ah, who would have thought, who would have thought. How are you doing, T? Your emotes are cute. Ah, yes. I was actually just about to talk about that. Sorry. But hey, I'm drinking Earl Grey right now, T. There you are, Blaine. Glad you could make it too. One of the other assets that you could commission is an emote. I really want to have an emote for like... There are some emotes that I want to do. These ones would have to be commissioned. The emotes I'm using right now are from charat.me. I made them on that. And a little bit of Photoshop, like that high emote, for example. So I didn't commission them. And there's limitations to what I can do with them. I would like to have a laughing emote, an emote holding a heart, like the one Aurorian just used right there. Perfect, impeccable timing, Aurorian. Impeccable timing. A lot of streamers have that and it's so good. I want one like that, holding a purple heart. And one for winning, that has a V, a victory maybe, something like that. Yeah, I'm drinking some Earl Grey right now, if you're asking me, T. Tea, Earl Grey hot. Hey, if we ever play Star Trek Online, I'm gonna have to be drinking that during the first live stream of that. Absolutely. Star Trek Online, I've heard many great things about. I'm not very knowledgeable about Star Trek, though I did kind of get into it. Start to get into it at the start of the year, and I've kind of dropped it because, you know, I have a great talent. I have a great talent of starting things and leaving them unfinished. It's a gift I have. I'm extremely good at it. So, there's a drink tea emote in FF14. Does everybody have it? We're gonna have to take a look at that immediately, because now is the time to jump into FF14 actually. So yeah, let's do that. Yeah, Earl Grey is always so nice tea. One of my favorite teas ever. I'm also good at starting and not finishing things. I know, right? I know. Some of us are incredibly skilled at that. There should be like international Olympics for that. And see who's best at it, you know? Kind of like Games Don't Quick. Summer Games Don't Quick, Awesome Games Don't Quick, in which you speedrun a video game. Well, it would be kind of like the opposite. Like, how long can you leave something unfinished? There would be no way to measure that though. Like, it's like a lifetime of measuring. You have to acquire it somehow? Okay, that explains it. Because yeah, like, I really want to just go and start looking into it already. That sounds like something I absolutely need to have. And yeah, a tea drinking emote. Like this one. Let me put it in the chat. I think that person there is probably drinking coffee. I mean, it's not clear what they are drinking, but one that is tea, that is very distinguishably tea. So maybe a green liquid on the mug to make it really clear, because tea can look like coffee sometimes. So yeah, to make it really clear that it's tea like that. I mean, the liquid that I have on my teapot here, on this Tataru, not the teapot, sorry, on the teacup. The Tataru teapot is what I have here. By the way, credit to Me for the teapot you're seeing before me. And I think it's supposed to be based on Final Fantasy XIV. Can somebody tell me what in Final Fantasy XIV looks like this? It's called a Tataru teapot. Is there anything in the game that looks like anywhere similar to this teapot? Like a teapot that looks a lot like this one? Because it's supposed to be based on Final Fantasy XIV, if I recall correctly. She streams a lot of Final Fantasy XIV. I think we've rated her before, and it's been a while though. I don't think I usually stream when she does, so yeah. There's a housing item like that? Okay. Okay. Hello, Fahrenheit. Glad you could make it to the stream. You absolute Alucard. Great to see you. Yeah, I would love to see that. And I would definitely have that in my house then, if that is the case, Rurin. Yeah, it's a cute teapot, right? And I got it like long before I started Final Fantasy XIV because it fits me so well. It fits me so very well indeed. So yeah. How's it going, Alucard? Happy Final Fantasy Friday. Let's jump into the game with that. Look at this absolute superstar. Doesn't he look gorgeous? Let's go into it. Oh yeah, I forget there's a queue, so I should have hit OK already. Doesn't take long on the queue most of the time. Well, at least that's been my experience so far. And possibly other animated emotes would be good. Keep in mind though that we will most likely replace some of the emotes we have already, which is okay. I mean, if we go for this. Because I don't remember how many more sub points do we need for the next like emote unlock. Like a K-pop star? J-pop star is more like it. J-pop. I don't know Korean, and I'm more into the Japanese dimension than the Korean dimension. Hey, some of the covers I do are going to fit the J-pop, J-rock genres very much. Ooh, yeah, you could definitely call the next cover I'm going to do a J-pop thing, by the way. It's kind of like ska, by the way. It's kind of like ska, and well, it's also because of the name of the people that made it. I think it's not a big spoiler. I think most of you right now don't know much about writers, so if I tell you the name of the band you may not know, they're called literally the Tokyo Ska Paradise Orchestra. So, the song does have a lot of funkiness to it, in a good way. Achievements approaching completion. Okay. I'll check that another time. We are good. Let's exit the room right now and continue. I was still doing things inside of all that, so we're not going to leave the city right now. Let me retrace my steps here. Yeah. If I just had like an insane amount of time and or learning speed when it comes to learning languages, I would love to learn Korean as well. Oh yeah, there is no shortage of Korean VTubers, you know? Yeah, like if we base it on languages, let's say about languages and not countries, because it's more accurate to say it this way. English, Japanese, Spanish, Tagalog, Indonesian, Malaysian, Korean, those seem to be the main languages in the VTuber spheres. The VTuber dimensions. And even for live streaming, I would say. It's always been like that for live streaming too. The live streaming starts expanding a little bit more. You will see more German streamers than German VTubers. I feel in general. More German live action streamers, I mean. The same goes for French. And I've seen that a lot in ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤. ℂ𝕠𝕟 has huge German and French communities because the game has servers fully dedicated to them. Spanish, for example, you may not see as much because they don't have servers fully dedicated to Spanish, right? And so, yeah, French and German are very present for ℂ𝕠𝕟 streamers. I believe the ℂ𝕠𝕟 stream currently has a German live stream. Surprises me that they don't have a French one. They have a person called French Girl Gaming. And yeah, she knows French from what I know, but she streams in English. But it's worth a mention. I think on her live stream, on her own channel, I have seen her like... I think I've seen her speak French with other viewers and stuff. And yeah, German and French, other languages that I would love to learn. My favorite band in the world, Halloween, is from Germany. Pretty much all their songs are in English. They've never done a German song. They've done one Latin song and all the other songs are in English, but... You know, still they speak in German a lot. For interviews and stuff. For some live concerts, depending on where they are. So... It would be really nice to learn it, but... Japanese is gonna be more than enough on my plate, you know? It already is more than enough on my plate. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to Duolingo because the owl, that green owl, has been encouraging the hell out of me to be going back to practicing Japanese. And today, in the morning, early in the morning as I was waking up, Duolingo has this thing, the application. Because funny enough, it's been the application and not using it on my PC that's encouraged me more because of the notifications. And of course, the gaming aspect and the constant encouragement that you keep getting from the NPCs, including the owl, is just so good. But I got this thing called the Night Owl Chest that you have to redeem before noon of a day. And it gives you double XP for 15 minutes. So it's encouraging you to immediately practice for 15 minutes. So I got that, I practiced that. I've mastered Hiragana 1, 2, and 3. I'm starting Hiragana 4. Well, I wish I could show you, but that can be for another future Duolingo stream or Japanese learning stream. Remember, we had a Duolingo stream a while ago. It's been a little while, but I do intend to get back to streaming that someday, or at least Japanese learning. So I am back on Japanese learning, although with Duolingo there are kind of some limitations. It's kind of inevitable, but it's better than nothing, which is what I was doing before. So it's been a consistent practice every day. Mostly English and Japanese from all the VTubers I've watched. There's a lot of Spanish VTubers as well. And there's a whole company / agency that Spanish is not their only language, but it's like one of the main languages they market people towards. English and Spanish are the two languages I know. So the Spanish sphere is another one I could reach into when it comes to VTubing. But I'm not sure if I'm ready to start streaming in Spanish a lot right now, for a bunch of reasons that I can get into at the moment. But I am more than willing. I think what I would start is by doing some more Spanish vocal covers. The only one I have right now is one that is also in English on the same video. I did 3 versions of that song. It's literally the first video on the YouTube channel. It's the oldest video you see there. And it's the English and Spanish version of the first ending to Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, shoutouts to the late Kazuki Takahashi. And it's an English version that I made the lyrics for myself, adapting it from a translation of the Japanese lyrics and trying to make the sounds, the phonetics, sound similar to the original. And then a Spanish version that was made by a Latin American Annie singer called Cesar Franco. Cesar Franco. Absolute superhero of a human being, by the way. Incredible person. So, those 2 versions. And the Japanese version also, I did it on Twitter. I didn't upload it on YouTube, but it's linked there on the description. But yeah, those are the 2 versions there. So that's the only Spanish cover. Not fully a Spanish cover because the video also has an English version on it. But I do plan to do more of them. In case you don't know, when it comes to anime, even tokusatsu to some extent, but mostly it really is anime. By the way, we're having an ad starting soon, so I hope that's okay with everyone, as I keep talking about this during the ad. We have 90 seconds every 30 minutes just to get pre-rolls off every 30 minutes or so. You know how Twitch can be. Anyway, Latin America has a humongous, and I mean humongous, VSinger, or not VSinger, sorry, Annie singing scene. Because a lot of the Spanish dubs that they did for Latin America for anime never changed the songs from the original. The only thing they did was translate them into Spanish, and they did a new Spanish recording for it. For example, Chala, hey Chala, from Dragon Ball Z, that's not changed. It's the rest of the lyrics that are changed. There's no new song like other dubs in other countries, in other languages did. And so, anime and anime music took off in Latin America to a unique degree. And to be fair, that also happens to a degree in Spain, because I think the Dragon Ball Z dub in Spain, in Spanish if you will, also has just a translation of the original. It uses the original melody that Hironobu Kageyama sang to. It just changes the lyrics more than the Latin American version, but yeah. I think it could be great to tell you the difference, to show you the difference, I mean, with videos. But now let's get back into the game. You've returned. Well, how did you fare? 2 potential recruits, you say? Welcome news. I only hope their zeal for fashion will show in their efforts for the guild. What we do here may seem all silk and satin, to be sure, but the work within these walls is far from easy. In that, I suppose our trade is not unlike any other. Yes. You know, when somebody is good at a trade, when somebody is a true expert, a true professional, they will make it look easy. They will make it look easy. Professional wrestlers make it look so easy, but it's so painful. What they do is so painful. At least this is what I've heard. I've never tried professional wrestling myself, but it's supposed to be so painful. Even the things that don't look painful are painful. That's the thing. I'm not talking just about chair shots to the head or something like that, or going through a table. No, no, no. Even like a regular bump on the mat, it can be really painful. But yeah. They say the clothes make the man. Have you come looking to be remade, adventurer? That would be great, actually. And yeah, if I really want to get into Fashion Fantasy 14, this might be a great profession to have. A great crafting job to have. Anyway, let's get going. Let's keep going with the quests we were doing. Another one that I would say has a lot of people that make it look easy. Not all the time, because you see stuff happen all the time, but I think live streamers really, you know, there's so much that is involved in content creation. Not just live streamers, let's say content creators. Live streamers, YouTubers, video creators, right? TikTokers even, clippers. The final result looks so polished a lot of the time, to the point that you don't even realize how much work has to be put on that. How much brainstorming has to be put behind that. I really hope, I really aim to get to a great level of polish with the videos I make, especially with the vocal covers. I am just an absolute noob when it comes to doing very fancy lyrical videos and effects like a lot of people do. I'm very proud of what I just did right now with the vocal cover that's gonna come out on Monday, and we're also gonna see on Sunday on the live stream. But of course, if you see it, I think you will know what I mean when I tell you. You can really appreciate the purple on this lighting. On myself, by the way. Ah, what beautiful hair this is. But yeah, it's really not as fancy as like a super highly produced lyrical video from like a VTuber company or a music label or something like that, right? One of my good buddies, IRL, is actually trying to work his way up the ladder to getting in the WWE. So I've seen like 8 or 9 of his wrestling matches now. The training he has to go through is insane. Dude, Rurin, that's really fucking cool. I currently don't watch the WWE because I personally don't like it. That's a Pandora box we're not gonna get into right now. But I wish nothing but success to your body. If they can't make it to the WWE, I hope they can make it to All Elite Wrestling, to Impact Wrestling, even to one of the Japanese promotions if that's something that's like viable for them. Perhaps even a Mexican promotion, though that's a very different style. Japanese is different, but in many ways it's also not that different from a United States style. And well, if Ring of Honor comes back, that would be another one that would be great. I'm a huge pro wrestling fan, though I don't keep up with it that much these days because there's so much of it. Yeah, for example, Impact Wrestling was yesterday. I haven't seen the latest episode, and I think Impact have been doing wonderful things as of late. It's been on fire. It's been on fire. Like, things that nobody else in the industry is doing. That is so good. And then All Elite Wrestling is just heavenly. Absolutely heavenly. In terms of the booking and the wrestlers and all that. Hey, medicine for the sick? Here's your deep green tonic. Ha! We're not fools, boy. We know full well what that bastard Alwyn is up to. But we'll accept his medicine nonetheless. Look at us. Beggars can be choosers. Might be as it's a mere experiment to him, but to us it's a matter of life and death. If we got to choose between this bastard's swill and nothing at all, is it really a choice? What did they give me? Water shards? Water shards, where does that go? Is there like a crafting bag? No, there isn't. I don't think so. This reminds me that I should sell some stuff. Whew, yeah, I could talk about wrestling so much, honestly. His hero and inspiration is The Undertaker. He says all the time he wants to be the future generation's Undertaker. Well, pardon the pun, but that's a huge undertaking. No, seriously, that is a huge... that is a huge undertaking. That is a huge thing, and I am a huge Undertaker fan as well. I can be an absolute goth of a person, and Undertaker fits that bill. Ducky, yes. What are shards? What are shards? You seem very excited about shards, so can you explain what they are to me? Should I be concerned with them? I got some 9 water shards right now. What should I do with them? Can I throw them away? I don't know. No. I would consider throwing them away if I had a lot of like inventory occupied already. And they were on the inventory. But it's fine. Oh, shards are for crafting? I don't see them on my inventory for some reason. Excuse me. I think I got a hiccup. The Undertaker has retired now. And, well, I've been so disconnected from the WWE that I haven't even seen his Hall of Fame ceremony speech. Crazy enough. But, well, a historic 30-plus year career. He's an absolute GOAT. And, well, he's up there. He's no longer just my sole favorite wrestler. There are others. Chris Jericho, Bryan Danielson, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Kazuchika Okada, Tetsuya Naito. Who else? Kenta Kobashi. Who else? And there are more that I can't think of right now. Maybe CM Punk. Go to your 5th bag? Oh, okay. I didn't realize it would be listed like this. I remember them now. I did see this before. Gotcha. Thank you, Rurin. Shards are used for every crafting recipe in some way, shape, or form, and are part of a different type of bag within your inventory. Don't worry if they don't take up inventory space within the normal bag. Okay. Oh, shard, crystal, and cluster. Ho ho ho. You come here by choice, and few are still bearing medicine. Your kindness shouldn't go unrewarded. This vase is important to us, but I want you to have it. It's just some old pottery, I know, but it might be valued by collectors of cultural artifacts. There are men who are willing to pay good coin for such objects. If you go to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, chances are you'll find one of them. Hey, let's do something fun. Let's stay in first person here, as I keep making my way through Ulda right now. I haven't done that yet. Look at all the players here. Look at the superstar roster. All around the place. All around the place. What is this thing, by the way? It says it's not available on the free trial. Oh, the market board. The market board. You mentioned that, I think, was it yesterday when you... Yeah, yesterday you mentioned it to me. Yeah. I think that's what Mist asked about. Whether I can access the market board. All around the place. But that's from Jesus Christ Superstar. Found Spouse's old tablets and starting to draw, but I can't find the stylus. Ooh, you're gonna have to do it with your finger. Is it possible to do it with your finger, Blaine, or is that a bad idea for the tablet? Just tore off my closet doors to find it. I hope you can find it, though. Otherwise, is a stylus for that too expensive to get? Or too difficult to find? Auctions. Gotcha. I figured they might be related to auctions or auction-like. Yeah, they are the auction. The auction house. The auction house. Ooh, yeah, I'm not gonna be concerned with that anytime soon. I don't think I'm gonna have any money for that anytime soon. Even if I were to subscribe today, if Arurin were to drop the subscription on me today or something, I don't think I would have anything to do with it right now. I'm not sure, to be honest. I use my finger to draw on font though, so I want more precision. Okay. Man, I gotta tell you, Vlyn. There are so many things I do in Photoshop. I don't draw. I have no talent in drawing whatsoever. There are kindergartners who draw better than me. But there are many things I do in Photoshop while erasing things, while coloring, while filtering some things in which I really wish I could not... I didn't have to use like my hand on the mouse. Because it's so difficult, so shaky, so inaccurate. And I kind of wish I got one of those things, but I couldn't justify spending so much money just for a few things like that because I don't draw, right? I don't use that as much as other people, like you. You're always ready to drop that sub? I know, Rurin, I know. We'll talk about it when... I mean, right now I'm okay. Things are okay as I still continue to learn about the game and I'm still just questing, doing a little bit of fashion. I'm not going much into the later things, into the rest of the things. I really want those violet dyes that you're holding on to, but it can still wait. But when I'm ready, I'll talk to you about it. And yeah, again, we'll talk about it. You started following art tutorials and you saw a lot of progress in just 2 weeks. You use your phone plus some $2 phone stylus? Oh, okay. Blin, you give me some stuff to think about. That might be a good idea to get something like that. I might be able to do that then if it's possible from the phone. I figured that the applications that allow you to do that you can get on your phone probably cost a lot of money. But maybe I'm wrong? I wouldn't be diving too deep into art. It's more like graphic design that I want to get better at in Photoshop, maybe Canva. Really, just Photoshop. I'm putting all my eggs in one basket when it comes to programs, you know. OBS Studio, I have never learned any other streaming program. DaVinci Resolve, I've never really learned another video editing program. For better and for worse, I guess. Yeah, Rurin. We'll talk about it. You use Medibank Paint, it's free? Let me make a note of that. I mean, I could see myself like trying to improve my drawing skills. It really starts from that. You have no idea how bad I am. Like seriously, you have no effing idea. I'm bad in all sorts of possible ways. Multi-dimensionally bad, if you will. Also, congrats, Ducky. GSM, remind me what GSM means? I'm not sure what it means. If you want to try art, go for it. The best advice I have is to get used to drawing long lines. Okay. I'll send you the art guys I follow later, very beginner friendly. Okay, the other thing is that I have a lot of things to be working on and learning about. Like the graphic design that I talked about. There's still so much video editing that I need to get better at. Lyrical videos like that, like I was mentioning earlier, so I probably wouldn't have the time to really follow them. I have to prioritize. If I had the time for it, maybe it would be a good idea. But yeah. Welcome! What might a discerning gentleman like yourself be looking for today? What can you give me for this? Permit me to examine this vase of yours. Hope you did not spend too much coin on this trash. A flood of like items brought in by refugees has destroyed what the man once existed. The markets are fickle, my friend. If you lose sight of current trends, you stand to lose everything, as I once did. Market wars once bore my name, until fate and hubris reduced me to this. For your sake, I pray that you do not have to learn this lesson the same way I did. I duly take note of that. We got 9 win shards. Goldsmith, gotcha, Goldsmith, thank you. Welcome! If you seek a bargain, the Sapphire Avenue Exchange has wares for every conceivable taste and inclination. Where should we go next? Oh yeah, there's a lot of things we can do around here. Apothecary, tradecraft merchant. As a matter of fact, we should sell some things. Is this that we should be selling? And the rest of the stuff is for crafting. There's no need to be selling these things until it's necessary to use them, I would say. Where do I go? That's from Avantasia, by the way. Where do I go when I know that he knows how? We will get her out. Magic of transcendence brought me to this place. A Vandroy in reality leads me on my way. Vandroy is the name of a person. It's a proper name. Told me to bring back the seal, but still I don't know of where I shall go. You once heard an older man in my life say the way to spot a true artist is to find someone who hates their own work and skill and keeps striving to improve. That might be the case for a lot of things, not just artists. It's kind of like that. I don't think it's 100% like that, but it's kind of like a good sort of blueprint for spotting a good artist and for being a good artist. Like, never being too content, I think, is what it's meant to be. Yeah, yeah. You know, it's like learning how to code, which is another thing I've considered recently. Because it may give me good job prospects. At least I've heard that it's maybe good for job prospects or something like that. I don't know, though. I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to consider it. And of course, it could even go into the content creation. I could create something. It would help me with creating things. Certainly, if I go and create a video game. Something I like to do, if I can ever have the assets for it, is to create an RPG Maker game. I mean, there's assets, there's free assets to create an RPG Maker game. You can easily do that. But the one I specifically want to do would be a VTuber RPG Maker game. And the thing is, I would need custom sprites for everyone, because everybody has a unique look that I wouldn't be able to replicate with just sprites that are available for free, you know? Which is true if you look at history. So many famous sculptors and musicians hated their work, and even if those around them praised them. Yeah. I like to think that... Yeah, for example... Well, it's not always true. Like, I don't know. I feel like if I start being too aware of that, I kind of fall into the trap of just doing it for the sake of doing it. For the sake of trying to look humble instead of actually being humble. Not sure if that makes any sense, Rurin. So I kind of try to be careful about that attitude. You know, basic coding, someday I want to learn more advanced. Yeah. And I suck at math, so I don't know if I have a chance at learning coding. I've heard that anybody can do it, so I don't know. But yeah. For example, yesterday, I was re-listening to some of my vocal covers that I uploaded. And I listened to my Believe Yourself cover from Kamen Rider Agito. And I hated how some of that sounded. I was like, this sounds a lot worse than I remember. Like, the timing in which I'm singing the lyrics sounds off to me. What the fuck is going on? How the hell did people give this over 70 likes? And there are many comments praising me, and I'm like, didn't you hear the problem that I'm hearing right now? Like, because I didn't hear it either, but now I'm hearing it. I feel like I want to remake this shit. But I am... At the same time, I think I am fair about it because I do recognize the things that are good. And I will say right now, I am not fully happy with the vocal cover that's gonna come out this Sunday and Monday. Again, Sunday on the subathon and Monday is the actual video on YouTube. But... And regardless of how long the subathon is, we're gonna see it on the stream. But yeah, like... you know, finished is better than perfect. And I keep learning and keep trying to improve myself. It's also sometimes things don't sound well, not because I'm not good at singing. I still have a lot to improve at singing. I still mess up a lot sometimes, but especially because I haven't really been practicing a lot lately, like vocal exercises every day, which is what I wanted to do. Sound mixing is something I really need to learn to do. FL Studio is something people are recommending a lot, and I'm considering getting it, but it's... Yeah, you see, this is why I don't have time for art blend. Or even coding, maybe. I would have to learn something like sound producing or mixing on FL Studio. All the sound mixing that I've been doing so far has been in Audacity, and 100% in Audacity. And I'm very proud of what I learned to do, mostly by just riding on the coattails of people that put out tutorials. Kind of tinkering with things a little bit myself, but not too much, because it's nuclear physics to me. When I look at like an equalizer or something, it's like... I can't figure left from right on that thing. Up from sideways, that's the right way to say it. But yeah, let me catch you with the chat. My cousin Rev that popped in here the other day is master's degree in game design. Ooh, okay, if you want someone to bounce ideas with. Vlaine, if you ever have heard of any VTubers that are doing an RPG Maker game, let me know. Not necessarily to bounce ideas with, but just to see what they do. I would be more like a spectator for them because I have never even started doing an RPG Maker game, you know? I don't have time for that right now, so far. You don't have to hate your work to analyze its weaknesses. Yes, there's that too. If anything, it's better to love your own work and analyze its strengths too. I think I'm neutral enough about my work, you know? I say I hate this aspect, but I also love this other aspect. That applies to everything. I love to talk to them. Got multiple IRL friends that are doing game design, including one guy I know who currently works for Activation, but maybe moving to work for Epic Games soon. Man, Rurin, you know a bunch of superstars. Like, hey, I gotta tell you something. I forgot this. You mentioned WWE. That's partly one of the inspirations behind me adopting the word superstars as part of my brand and part of my identity, really. This goes beyond, like, live streaming for me. It's something that is in my whole life. It comes from, like, inspiration from, like, Super Mario, WWE, and, well, just my own input, just my own originality. Superstar fits me so well. Johnny Cage as well. Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat kind of inspired me. Superstar in many senses. Like an actual cosmic, celestial space star out there shining in the darkness. And like a celebrity. Like somebody that is very notable and very unique, right? I keep saying, in a video game, you're a superstar. In the Lord of the Rings Online, Aragorn, Gandalf, Bilbo, they're superstars because they're notable characters in the game, but you are also a superstar because by becoming a hero as a player character, you are putting yourself on the same level as every single one of those characters that everybody in the world knows. Or well, not everybody literally, but you get my point. That's a superstar, baby. That's a superstar. That's what I mean by superstar, you maniacs. Mocha Sips is working on an RPG Maker game. They're in game design. Okay, let me make a note. Thank you for that, Blin. Do they stream? If they live stream, I would love to see their process. Or wherever they have it. It's a balance of both, honestly. Yeah. I try to keep the balance as best I can. It's like I was saying a few days ago that I think, and yeah, I hope it's okay, everyone. We do this a lot if you're new to the channel, interrupting the gameplay to talk about these things. These are great conversations. It's also the reason why it takes so long to finish these games, but hey, I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you, Blin. I got it. I'm gonna, again, save this for later in my notes. I'll be back when I get ready to head back from work. Also, you're more of a superstar than me, good sir. We are equals, Rurin. We are equals. But yes, I am an absolute, unique superstar that is peerless. Peerless in all the spheres I work in all the spheres I participate in. But that's still, you're still a superstar. I mean, I've dabbled in RPG Maker. I only really know the basics, but I could at least get you pointed in the right direction. Okay. If I start doing that, Ducky, it's not gonna be anytime soon, though. They have a game! Let me save that, too. Nice, nice. Nice. That sounds really awesome. I feel like it might be a good idea to get started even before I start doing the VTubing game so I can get that experience, you know? Can only wishlist at the moment, but they make all their own assets. That's even beyond what I would do for my own RPG Maker game. What I was planning to do is to commission people for the sprites, honestly. We would select the VTubers based on if I'm in a group, maybe. I'm planning to be part of a VTuber group, by the way. I said this on Twitter the other day, but it's only a matter of time before you see me debut as part of a VTuber group. And just to clarify, when I say VTuber group, I don't necessarily mean an agency. A group can mean many things. So, there's that. Like, you know, so for some of them, it's not even an audition process, but I want to be part of a group of people. It's something that I want to have as part of my VTuber life, if you will. My VTuber career. It's something that has to happen. And that group will be an absolute superstar squad thanks to my presence. Let's get back to the game. Bitter's nose eyes are those of a man in love, wrought with worry and doubt. He appears to be waiting for someone who has yet to arrive. Okay. What could be keeping her? My beloved yellow moon and I promised to meet at this very spot. But 2 bells have passed and I've nary a word from her. Gods, I hope she's alright. As much as I wish to go off and find her, I simply cannot. What if she were to come in my absence? Please, would you search for her in my stead? It's possible she's somewhere near the Weaver's Guild. She always enjoyed watching the... By the gods! Do you think she sent me for someone more... There? I try not to look a bumpkin, but I've no mind for fashion. Oh, my friend, my friend. The poor fellow is not having a good time. Bless his heart. Let's see what's about to happen. This is gonna be amusing, isn't it? So, they would be known, probably VTubers that, I don't know how I would select the initial VTubers, but there would be like a giveaway so to speak, of a VTuber that would be in the game. Recently, there was a team of people creating this VTuber visual novel called VTuber Vacation, and they did a giveaway for a character to be in there. That is indeed a VTuber. I have no idea what the premise of the RPG would be. Probably an isekai, in which all of these VTubers, when they reach the end of their life, whether it was a natural end or not, we're not talking about a truck killing them, okay? They reincarnated in some sort of world that's RPG type, and it's a isekai. Some of them are aware of their previous VTuber identity, some of them are not. Maybe. And I don't know how many would be playable, because, yeah. It wouldn't be that many for that reason, probably. Or it may fit, or the setting may fit like the VTuber group I'm doing. And I think I would also like to incorporate an idea that I've had, which is that, well, this would be more leaning into the MMO character aspect, but I've always had an idea for an isekai setting in which characters that are transported, well, this is more for the MMO setting, so you reincarnate or you get transported into your MMO character, right? Like we've seen many settings do. My favorite is Log Horizon, the best one. Overlord is nearly there, but Log Horizon has superseded Overlord at this point. But yeah, in which somebody had a lot of alts, and when they go into the world, they actually have an existence in which they are able to be all their alts at once with a telepathic connection. Sensate style. And kind of like a star cluster. You know what I'm talking about, Flynn. And I thought it could be one of the best ideas ever. Maybe for a novel in this case, light novel style, or even a full-length novel or something like that. Kind of like a hive mind. Telepathically linked individuals, but that are still their own individuals. So the person that became, let's say, 8 alts, these 8 people is also experiencing new things. Experiencing what it's like to be an Argonian. Experiencing what it's like to be a female dwarf when they were a male human IRL or something like that. Now, we'll get back to all this. I gotta go AFK for a few minutes or so, everyone. But as always, stay connected to the Tajigen Temple, BRB.
Vimset is filth. Bloodthirsty, ruthless filth. And he's a war criminal. His ships have been screwing up Republic supply routes for years. Countless people have died because of him. He took out my brother's battlecruiser. Killed thousands more. The Republic should be planting his head on a stake, not offering him protection.
Okay, that was actually kind of funny. Did you hear that notification sound? That's the... Oh, great. Well, we disconnected a bit, but... Did you hear that notification sound? It kind of sounded like a censor. Like he was saying a bad word there, and he got censored. That's so funny the way that works out. Your life's a joke, you're broke, your low life's DOA. I actually thought they were saying something way. Something way, so I got it wrong. Your life's a joke, you're broke, your love life's DOA. Okay. Funny, we're just chilling, singing friend songs while we're just slaying sickle flies with a... What do I have, a sword? With a blade and a lute. That's what being a minstrel is like, you see? We sing while we slay, baby. Oh yes, that's what the minstrel life is like. Did you see that? Oh, I have to clip that. Oh man, I can't clip that. I can't do that right now. Did you see how they died? All right, now we're at the end game. Oh my glory. Oh, that was so good. I can't clip that. I'm playing. I can't. Where are we? We are hold on. 43 minutes into the stream. I'm going to try to remember that for the VOD, and I can maybe clip it there. What is that guy doing? Just walking there briskly. No, like they used the... Oh, that's what I'm talking about. 60, but let's try 49. Yes, we got it! I didn't expect to get it! That's what I'm talking about! That's what I'm talking about! Let's go! I had to choose which one. A beehive chip. A pair of brass. It was all red and with all those... Whoa! Weaver? What happened to you? Did you fall? Mohas has been defeated. What happened? But yeah, there was a... Oh, the elevator. Did the elevator crush you? I come back and your body is just there and your droid is just looking at you. That's priceless. You just thought you could survive it. Oh, you jumped. You jumped. Okay, okay. Mohas has been defeated. Defeated by gravity. Yeah, for example, like the jump I'm making now. But that one was higher. Yeah. Defeated by gravity. Nah, I'm good. Okay, so we're gonna go for a treasure hunt. Oh, nice, Barry. Nice, I'm glad to hear that. Okay, 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Give me my shovel. Gotta run. Gotta run. I don't have time to talk to anyone. Is this it? Yes! Okay, treasure found. Oh, whoops. Hold on, let me pick this up. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You love to see it. This is the second time this has happened to me, in which the treasure is literally right there. Right there. Ah, that's so funny. That is so funny. But it happens. It can happen. Hello, Raymond? Okay, I'm gonna face this enemy. I'll do it. I was hoping to avoid that. But okay. Oh, wait a minute. Did that spawn more enemies? No? Okay. Oh, yes it did! Yes it did! Let's get the hell out of here then. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's get the hell out of here. I mean, you don't want to be near the explosion anyway. We just spawned like a whole legion of those insects, of those bugs. Dimensional, Dajigen, Kaiden. Welcome to the channel. You want to see more passion like that? Hit that follow button and hit that little heart and become a superstar maniac. Or you can also take it a step further and subscribe. There's my sales pitch. No, seriously, seriously. I gotta showcase my superstardom like that. Yeah, so you will be judging WoW based on last year, Shadowlands. Oh, rest in peace. That's gotta be a little clip right there. I love it when that happens, you know it. If you've been here before, you know it. When they just fall off the stage or... Yeah. Yeah, the caveat to... Oh, you're saying static? Ooh, I don't know about that. I actually don't know about that. But alright, since the majority of the people in the chat here are saying static... Oh no! No! Pietro! Pietro! Well, he did give me a gift, that's true. That makes it worse, damn it! My goodness, what have you done? What have you maniacs done? It was a trap. What have you done, you maniacs? Why did I listen to you? Why should I listen to the chat? Common streamer mistake. Yeah. I shouldn't have listened to you. Nude outfit for OnlyFans when? When I get a $10 million donation, we can open an OnlyFans. We can get a nude outfit. Yeah. I think there is a way. Doesn't seem like there is. Oh, I love blowing people up like that. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about. It's important. It's important to see if you can interact with the environment in this game. And yes, we sent some cards. Lightstorm Judgment. If this card sent for that to last much. Thank you for waiting, everyone. And Fahrenheit, what are you talking about? Is that a reference to Legend of Zelda? I don't get it, sorry. But okay, yes. Let's see if the game appears on the screen again. So, there we go. Buyer God be good, just look at me. This hair, this outfit, they don't match at all. I look atrocious. What was I thinking? Oh, I can't let Bitter Snow see me like this. Maybe that last tunic was best after all. Or no, perhaps the blue? Bitter Snow is waiting for me? But I haven't anything to wear. Ah, well. Do we have to return to Bitter Snow now? No, 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 this doesn't match at all. Oh, I can't let him see me like this. What's a girl to do? Well, they make a great couple, kind of. Early 2000s internet culture. Okay. I didn't get the reference, Fahrenheit. Sorry. But what was I going to say? So what were we talking about? I kind of forgot already. Like, at me getting killed by an alligator. I'm not a character past that. I'm not revived. I'm just a Florida dude getting chumped. Right, about the RPG Maker game. Blin. I could do that if that ever happens. Could remember to do that. Florida man. Of course, if I do add a VTuber, it would be with their permission, as long as it can be done. I would probably make subtle references to other VTubers though. Subtle references like, hey, there is this like shark girl from Atlantis that passed by here. Do you know her? Or something like that. But that's as far as it goes. Like, we wouldn't actually show that person. All the YTPs back then were either Hotel Mario, the Zelda CDI games. Ah, the Zelda CDI games, yay. I am mean. I don't know what that is. The good old days? Hotel Mario, that sounds kind of familiar. Sasariku Circlet? Just a moment, sir. Oh dear, this is so embarrassing. I'm afraid crafting the circlet to Sasariku's exact specifications has proven somewhat difficult. We ran out of garnets halfway through our work, and we're still waiting on the next shipment. I hate to impose, but do we explain the situation to Crook Half-Staff the Miners Guild? My records indicate that he was supposed to deliver the gemstones yesterday. Mayhap it slipped his mind? We'll continue being at first person, by the way. Might be a good idea to take one of these crystals. Or actually, no, it's not that far away here. Let's just go with a sprint. We are really just side questing here. We're gonna have action. We're gonna have action today, don't you worry. We're doing like a bunch of deliveries between the guilds in Ul'dah, which is nice. I got an opportunity to see these guilds. Many of them don't look that different from each other, but it's still nice to look. Look at this little stage here. Could be good for like a roleplay event or something, maybe. I'm a mind to drain a pint, so hurry up and speak your business. She wants how many bloody garnets? 7 hells, man, they don't grow on trees. But more than that, this lad what fancies himself the next Franz the Fair ought to worry less about style and more about swordplay. Any road, I'll do my part to ensure the little bastard gets bedecked in all the goddamn garnets he can afford. And if he dies in his first fight, well, at least he'll leave a pretty corpse. We got 5 fire shards, 1 and 10 fragments of grade 1 dark matter. Very nice, very nice. What else do we have in Ul'dah? Seems like there's nothing else inside the city itself. Let me take a look at the quest log again. So these are the 5 that... Yeah, because we don't have the leave quest tracked right now. It's these ones right here. Beat red, beetles beat red. This is Western Thanaland, we can go and do this one. We should go to, well, Western Thanaland, a little bit further away. I wonder if we should do this from the steps of ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤 instead. It all always leads to Central Thanaland. So we can go from there. For now, at least. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to move the map like that. I'm gonna stay in first person until we do a few battles. I kind of want to just do them in first person. And see how it goes. So, remember that there's also a redeem you can do if you have enough particles to make me change my gameplay. If you want me to change to third person when I'm in first person and vice versa. It could even mean controller. I could give a controller a try in FF14 and see how it goes. Yeah, one that I haven't tried yet is Fortnite with my PS4 controller. I really gotta give that a try. I think the only thing I'll be missing is like the weapon switching, because you're not able to switch between weapons as smoothly. Because you don't have like the keys for them specifically. You have to keep cycling through them. Western Thanaland all the way there. I kind of want to just yeah, I'm just gonna go for the teleport. Whoops, didn't mean to interrupt it. Let's do a teleport over there. There we go, there we go. We can just do it like that. What was I gonna say? Another thing that I forgot to mention that is also gonna make its debut as new assets, as something new on the stream, is going to be sound alerts for bits. A few that I think are worthy of putting for bits are going to make their way here and become part of the stream. Another thing I'm considering that I need to test out is making it so that there's also a visual alert for whenever you redeem anything. Unless maybe it's an emote, because I would, you know, that would be better to have it be quietly. I'm not sure if there's a way to like be selective with the add-on that I've seen online for that. But if you redeem like the controller change I mentioned, the outfit change, the stretch, the hydrate, etc., it would appear on the screen just like any other alert in its own way. So that's work that I have to do for the subathon. That's one of the preparations I have to do. Did I aggro these things? I'm not actually going to do the Ladybug quest right now. I'm going for another one. But that will also be pending. Right. Let's, oh, we joined the Fate. Unable or unwilling to tackle larger prey, Audubon tend to feed on young fish. The lack of young fish leads to an eventual lack of all fish, putting those fishers of Crescent Cove who rely on the sea's bounty to make their living in quite a predicament. Help solve the trouble by dealing with the root of the problem. If this gets really bad, I might have to get out of first person here, but... let's give it a try. Didn't mean to join Fate here, but okay. Let's see how it goes. Yes, I aggroed only one. It does cover a lot of your screen to see those effects. So let's keep doing them as the counter rises up. Wretched swamp spawn! That's what this fluster fisher said. Couldn't catch the rest. Couldn't see what else they said, but that's okay. Yeah, I think I was gonna check the emotes to see if there was one for like sipping tea. Yeah, so far it's been so simple, just casting fire, thunder, blizzard, sometimes sleep, sometimes other effects. Casting all these things, it's been very straightforward. It's gonna get more complicated as more skills come up with the rest of the level ups. That's when it will be different. Yeah, it's just that they come across as more messy, Ducky, when I am doing them in first person. Messy is not the word, it's like they cover a lot of your screen, that's the thing. But oh, yes, I'm looking forward to see what else there is in the game. Okay, let me switch away from first person because I think I need to get out of first person right now. I think we might see the first death of the game today. Let's see how this goes. We might be able to see the first death of Final Fantasy XIV today, depending on how this goes. Sleep is very helpful. It's very helpful to do that skill. Because I'm losing a lot of health. Let me use a potion. Those bastards are aggressive, so they kind of get in the way while I'm doing this quest. Let's recover a little bit of HP before we go for the next one. I might not be able to complete this fate. Let's see how it goes. Oh, and also, Glandalus, thank you for the help. That's you, Ducky, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, the problem was those buzzards that took me away from the main objective for a moment. Alright, gotcha, Ducky. Because there's like less than 2 minutes left on it. But like this, yes, I think we'll be able to achieve that. To finish the fate. Blizzardo! Let's do a blizzard. Another blizzard on this one. So another thunder might be good too. Gotta keep getting that SP. I mean that MP. What did I say, SP? It's not SP at all. Still need more Orobon. Oh, there we go. And the Fluster Fisher just leaves. If you miss the dialogue, it doesn't tell you on the chat log. That's something that is there a feature to enable that? Like little dialogue you don't see? Kinda just looked like he ran away. Like, you're welcome. He said something, but I couldn't see it. Have you some time to spare an old fishwife, friend? I've nets what need tending, as you can probably tell. These nets you see hanging here are used to haul in fish. Problem is, in the doing, they dredge up all manner of junk from the sea bottom. I'd be grateful if you pick any debris from there you might find. Just not quite sure how to explain it in text? Okay. Is it, well, it's gotta be somewhere in the options, maybe. It wouldn't be on the layout, I think. I don't think it's in system configuration, is it? No, I'm gonna have to check that later. Ugh, what a pain in the bloody arse. Who do those Lominsans think they are, anyway? Just look at this, would you? A merchant from Limsa Lominsa dumped this junk when she shipped out. Claimed it wasn't fit for selling, so he just shut up and left it. Barbarians! What passes for etiquette across the Strait of Merthyr? Don't suppose I could ask you to clean up the rest of me, eh? The rest for me. The rest of me. Part 2 of the fate just popped up? What? Please, I pick up so much junk already, the mere sight of it fair makes me gag. Hold on a minute. So there was another part of it. Before I do these things. You see, I miss what that fisherman said. Several crab-loving fishers have journeyed... Hold on. Have journeyed to the footfalls in search of a giant delicacy to be known to the locals as Bobbly Bernie. Unfortunately, without some help, it looks like the fishers are going to be the ones to get served. Well, Bobbly Bernie. Let's fight Bobbly Bernie right here. A little bit of the bubbly. Careful not to also aggro those buzzards over there. See, this is good. Yeah, this is something that I would definitely have needed help with. It's good to have you on the Superstar squad, Ducky. Great music. Kind of music we should have for sure. For a situation like this. Yush! Wonderful victory. But the battle is joined. The battle is not quite over. You might aggro that buzzard, so Let me just aggro it just to be on the safe side. Nicely done, Ducky. But yes, other changes are gonna come to the stream like that. Other things I'm working on behind the scenes that, hey, like, some of them are kind of overdue. Things that should have been implemented to the stream to increase the quality, the production value, the production quality, the entertainment quality even. So there's gonna be more on the particle shop, on the star particle shop. Not sure if anybody has noticed, but I did change the name slightly for the channel points from particles to star particles to make it clear, more clear what they are particles of. Don't worry about me aggroing things when outside of Fates. I'm a level 85 PLD. Right. I forget that since you're not in the Fate anymore, you're not gonna be scaled. Yeah, because I was thinking of you scaled when I saw your health low like that. So, alright. PLD. PLD. What did PLD mean? Paladin? Yeah, I think it's Paladin. Thank you, dear. That's one less chore what needs seeing too. I tell you, there's no easy thing being a fishwife. When not mending nets and patching sails, I'm praying to Lim Lam for still waters and a hearty haul. Still, I wouldn't trade all the hard work for anything. You just went a noopsie at my job? Are you okay, Rurin? I hope everything's okay. I'm sorry to hear that. And as for these things, hempen robe. I wanna try this on. Nothing for me to wear. Absolutely not. Let's get this one. You're doing some crafting over there, Doc? It looks like fun. To me, crafting always looks like fun, especially blacksmithing. Right. We're cleaning rubbish. We're literally cleaning trash as a side quest. I love it. I'm not being sarcastic. I love it. But it is kind of funny. It is worth pointing out for that reason. Let's get repairs on everything. Great to have a mender here. Blacksmith is at 84. Nice. The spinner pulls, but the wanderer pushes away. Look at me just cleaning trash. The Warrior of Light cleaning trash. I don't think I've gotten to a point in the story in which I'm formally called the Warrior of Light, right? More fun than Lotus crafting, that's for sure. I don't doubt it, given what this game is like, everything I've heard about it. I say everything I've heard about it, even though I'm already playing it, because there's still some aspects of the game I haven't seen. Well, many aspects of the game I haven't seen. I locked my water bottle inside of our warehouse and I don't have any keys to get back in. Oh man, hopefully you can get it back on your next shift. Like, hopefully, like, nobody takes that or something. Thank you, friend. Seeing this place clean again does my spirit good. Though I suppose some other lopping sand merchant will be by before long and leave more filth behind. I hate my life. Bless your heart. Bless your heart, buddy. I think I'm gonna equip this thing then. And here's the glamour plate. Unable to apply glamour plates here. And well, yeah, it actually does change things a little bit. Doesn't look bad though. Doesn't look bad on the grand scheme of things. Looks a little bit weird maybe, but nah, nothing too bad really. For starters, all crafting professions are whole classes worth of skills. Because they're also jobs in that way, yeah. Can you fight with crafting professions? That sounds like a very fun way to go about things. Your next shift is Monday. Might be a while. I hope you can get the water bottle back. So they put it in some lost, some found maybe? I'm not sure. If they have that. Fresh fish of Captain Balduin. Of course, we will do our best, sir. Unfortunately, we've had a poor catch in recent days on account of the rough seas. More boats should be returning soon, but I cannot promise that their catch will please. But don't worry, sir. The captain will have his fish. I swear it. Hey, that's okay. I'm not pressuring you. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. Ooh, 5,280 experience. Let's go. Decorated bone staff. That's gonna be better than the one I have. Let's go for it. And I think I'm going to remove the staff. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, never mind. I was gonna say I'm going to remove the staff I'm using in my glamour plate so I can see every new staff or scepter I equip, but I don't have one right now. I think I have the scepter, but well, it's not being used right now because I have a staff. So yeah. My fisher is a level 90 and I want to be one in real life. Nice! Nice! But only in the autumn season because it's way too hot out here. Ah, yeah, okay. Is it more viable? I don't know how fishing works, but isn't it viable to fish like in the afternoon when the sun's a little bit down? Like, I don't know, depending on where you are, 5 p.m., 6 p.m. When the weather is good, of course. Yeah, I hope fishing works out for you as well, IRL, Fahrenheit. Fishing can be great because you can also just do it as more than a hobby. You can actually eat from that. Well, it depends on the fish, I guess. That becomes a bit more complex, but yeah. Goodbye, water bottle. Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that, Rurin. It's just auto attack, so no, not really? Okay. Okay, I was curious. Cutscene, cutscene. You are an adventurer, are you not? I know this is sudden, but I have no one else to turn to. Last night, a gang of bandits from the Quiverant Mans were in their cups, and I overheard them discussing their plans. It seems they've come to collect gemstones stolen from Copperball mines. ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕤, I think I heard one say. They are to meet with their co-conspirators soon at the footfalls. What did you say? Fufulupa. Illicit exchanges and shadowy dealings. The brass plates cannot abide such malfeasance. Forgive my eavesdropping, Kaiden. I came to Crescent Cove merely to thank you in person. I never imagined I'd uncover a criminal conspiracy right outside Horizon's gates. We must act quickly if we are to apprehend these thieves. I will notify Captain Baldwin at once. Ah, well, that worked out. No, wait, you mustn't. Oh, gods. No, it didn't work out. You must stop him before it's too late. Captain Baldwin himself is working with the bandits. Uh-oh. Now is a good time for the uh-oh sound effect. Exclamation mark, UHOH, no spaces, no dashes. Uh-oh. Well, we better hurry. Nice crafting you're doing there, Ducky. There's no timer or anything, right? But I still want to hurry. Oh, this is not going to end well. I tell you, there's so much corruption in the brass plates. Many of them are just up to no good. We can ignore this fate. It's the same one we did. We can ignore that aggro. Well, kind of. Or actually, we can't ignore that aggro. And that uh-oh now has even more meaning after this. You bastards! I'm on a time limit here. Alright. You wanna die? I'll be happy to oblige. Didn't think I was so near to them to throw the aggro, but okay. Here we are. Thank you so much, Ducky. Aha! And also to that player. I'm a little bit under leveled, but I think I can do it at level 17. Just one level beneath. Are we gonna have to kill Captain Baldwin or something? Something bad is about to happen. Captain Baldwin, sir! I've discovered something shocking. Something horrible. He has nice hair though. Someone has been stealing gemstones from Copperball mines and... Wait, those gauntlets, those boots. Why, you're one of Quiverant's men. Sir, that man is a thief and a scoundrel. And what of it? His coin's good and that's what counts. What? Captain Baldwin? Are you working with these men? It cannot be. I told you to stay in Horizon, Fufulupa. It didn't have to be like this. They get their ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕤, I'd get my gil, and none would be the wiser. But sir, what if your crimes are uncovered? What if Lord Lolorito finds out? He's in it too, isn't he? You goddamn fool, don't you see? I am acting under the authority of Lord Lolorito himself. No, that can't be true. Why do you think people join the brass plates, Fufulupa? To serve and protect? Ha. We're not the bloody flames here. We do this for the coin. You there, adventurer? Do you remember me? Well, I remember you. I don't remember you. I am Sir Baron von Quiveron IV Esquire. You killed my brother, and now I'm going to return the favor. I honestly don't remember this person, but okay. Well, that settles it. It's clearly in everyone's best interest that both of you die. Tatakai no toki da. Agatte koi. Ikuzo, fight. Tatakai no toki wa ima. Tatakai no toki ga kita. Moero, moero. Moero, 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 Kamen Rider. I think I'm gonna die, actually. I am not doing well. I'm not reading the dialogue, sorry. Let me start reading it now. I was too busy singing, you see? I am not going to survive this, though. Let me see if sleep can maybe help. Fufulupa is also not doing well. Maybe I should focus on this enemy instead. Yeah, they're also attacking me. That's what I should have done. That's what I should have done. They were both attacking me. I didn't realize. Fufulupa received some damage though, but I am receiving more. This is what you get for not picking better gear? Well, I just had the gear that was being picked up. That I was getting. Oh, and I am under level, to be fair. By 1 level, but yeah. Like, I'm just going for whatever is the best gear here, honestly. Wear his spear, Gaiden. Yeah, that sleep is very helpful. We need to remember to do it. It's the difference maker. Yosh! Genkai battle tatakitsukete Hisu tsuita deいいんじゃない時は満ちた熱いデュエルのゴングな響く運命のカードが光る幕は落ちた夢の炎が激しを高ぶる選ばれし者よさあ立ち上がれ You could think of coins when you could have gotten a rope? It wasn't really that better, Ducky. Like, I was gonna lose some stats, I think. But okay. That's enough, Baldwin. Your partner is dead and your plans are undone. You've no reason left to fight. Stay out of this, Leaf Freak. I don't take orders from you. I may have spared your life before, but if you interfere, I will not show you mercy. And what mercy will he show you, I wonder? You who have done so much in another man's name. What are you blathering on about? Every fisherman in Crescent Cove knew about your meeting, you arrogant fool. Quiveron's men couldn't keep their mouths shut. Imagine Lord Lolorito's surprise when he learned that a rank-and-file brass plate was using his name to advance a personal agenda. He knows? 7 hells! But I'm a captain, he wouldn't... I was once a captain too, remember? And we both know what happened to me. So Lord Lolorito is not bad then? I don't know. Well fought, boy. You've done the brass plates of the Rose proud. Captain Leofric! Captain Baldwin, he said that Lord Lolorito wouldn't waste his time on a small-scale smuggling operation. This is all Baldwin's doing. Lord Lolorito may still be up to no good though, in a different way. You can get me better gear soon? Yeah, don't worry about it, Ducky. We handled it. What else did he say? That all our brethren are no better, and that each and everyone cares for Notblood coin? Ha! Mere excuses to justify his schemes. He knows it too well. This is, he knows exactly what he said. It's a little bit suspicious too, honestly. I just don't trust the brass plates. Aye, with no shortage of greedy sots, some who'd probably sell their own mothers into slavery if the price was right. But there are men like you, Fufulupa, men good and true, whom the small folk respect. Which is why I gave you the dagger. The brass plates of the roads need a leader with honor, and you're the most honorable man I know. Captain! Thank you for your help, Gaiden. The captain and I will escort Captain Baldwin back to Horizon. Pray visit me in town when next you return. Take that, you scoundrel. Good time for exclamation mark scoundrel as well. Good fight. Good fight. Let us see what comes next on this epic story. We haven't gotten to the epic parts of the story, if you will, but we continue to uncover conspiracies. There you go. We keep uncovering conspiracies in Ulda. A lot of that. Oh, it's this area. I remember now. Good to be here again. It did work. You probably didn't hear it because we had a lot of noise in game, but it did say it. Take that, you scoundrel. You might be delayed, Rurin. Hopefully it's not the stream that delayed too, with buffering and all that. I don't think so. Okay. Following a trying sea voyage, Tatafu could use an adventurer, a mop, and a bath in that order. Well, this is a pretty kettle of fish. You'd think rogue gathering would be too damn big to get seasick. Oh, adventurer. Yes, you there. Looking for work perchance? Name's Tatafu. I'm a merchant just back from Limsa Lominsa, and I'm in a spot of trouble. Hired this big log to make the deliveries, but what I got instead are a couple of chum pails badly in need of emptying. Can't let that stop me though. Nana Lady Fisher out in Crescent Cove needs what I've got. And though this upchucking good for nothing will be up and about tomorrow, Nanalai isn't like to stand the wait. Well, okay. Oh, the sounds of the moogles are great to hear. Always so nice. I kinda wanna be lazy and just travel to the center here to that. Well, we have things to do in Crescent Cove also, so let's go over there. Like, sometimes my dashboard also buffers, but I still don't think like it's on my end if it delays like that. You know, if OBS is telling me there's no issues on the internet, on the little green box that it tells you, or at least that's what it looks like on my OBS. I think it's kind of different for some other people, but yeah, I'm just going to ignore that aggro because we're gonna get further away from here, so I think it's okay. How do I even aggro them when they're so far away? Like, a few of them are a bit further away than I would expect them to be. Sorry, I didn't phrase that right. Further away than the aggro would be in others. It's kind of weird. Still kind of need to understand it, I think. Isn't here yet. Should be, but isn't. Ah, you've got my delivery. You've got it. This sack's got some heft to it, it sure does. And it should too, being full of soil. What will I do with this soil? Put it on the ground, that's what. The littler bag you gave me is filled with seeds. It's time for some farming. Calamity's done made the fish stay away from these waters, so if we don't farm, we don't eat. But there I go running my mouth and near forgetting the business. Got the guild for Tatafu right here. Tell her I'm much obliged. Very well. Let's get back to Tatafu to deliver the payment. And yes, I should get a cut. I should get a cut for that. Like, in this case, I was near enough to get that aggro. I get it. But then there are others that are much further away to get that aggro. Let's see here. Yeah, I didn't get that Arbor Buzzard either. But I feel like I've gotten them even from that far away. Do I get aggro, additional aggro, if I already have one of them on me? I don't know. Okay, watching me in your car right now. Gotcha. Yeah, we'll probably be on your end, Rurin. Well, you're going to listen to this a bit later than when I read your message, but still. That's alright. Focus on driving and all that. That's the important thing. let's talk to Tatafu. Swiftly done. Was the fisher satisfied with his bits of land? Ah, the payment, is it? I guess he was satisfied. Thank you. Let's see here. Yan, Tan, Teether, that's everything. Can't rightly say I feel easy in my mind about this. Fishers have little enough gil as is without squandering it on land ocean dirt. So what do I know, eh? The farmer in Limsa I got it from said it'll give the coves thin soil the boost it needs. So hey, maybe they'll at least have a fighting chance. Got to get hope, right? Got to have hope, right? Here, that's some leftover seeds for you. If you come into a bit of land in one of those adventure districts, go on and set up a vegetable patch or two. Landnotion orange seeds for garden cultivation, eh? Lowland grape seeds. Is this a thing that goes into housing? Or does gardening come into play in other things? I wonder. Also, let's see, can I take that chocobo keep to the horizon? I probably can, right? Let me see that. 1 minute 15 gil, let's go. The lazy way there. But the music though. Totally useless to you unless you have a house. Yay! Alright. Alright, noted, Ducky. Is it in my inventory? Okay, we can keep it in the inventory. I think it's okay for now. Oh, you could have taken me? That's okay. Hey, I get to listen to the chocobo music. That's always welcome. No worries, Ducky. Look at this chocobo. Can't wait to have my own. I don't know how much you can customize a chocobo, or if you need to have different mounts for the different customizations. Not sure how it works. Bum 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 ba da ba da ba 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 da ba da ba 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 bum bum ba 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 bum ba bum 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 dan da 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 dan dan dan. All right, let's not get carried away. It's a good song, but we got to continue the story here. Welcome back, Gaiden. So much has happened. Captain Baldwin has been arrested and stripped of rank, which means the brass blades of the Rose no longer have a captain, until a new one is designated and been ordered to serve as acting captain of the Horizon Garrison. You should be permanent captain, Fufulupa. Though doubtless this is only a temporary arrangement, I will do my utmost to represent my brethren and protect the people of Horizon. You are too humble, my friend, you are too humble. Thank you, Gaiden, for your service to the Sultanate. You are a true hero. So are you, my friend. Do not undersell yourself. You're good. There we go. Level 18. Can we get exclamation mark level up in the chat and the emotes if you have them? We got Fire 2 and Swiftcast. Ah, nice. Okay.
Level up!
Thank you, Rurin. We'll have to remember that. And it seems you're out of the delay now. Wait, what is this? He can visit our FC house even if he doesn't have Heaven Sword yet? Because of him being in the guild? Fyra! Oh, it's Fyra! Well, Fire 2 is what they call it. I don't see those, like, distinguished Final Fantasy names so far. Fyra, Fyraga. But yeah, that's basically what it is. Yes, we'll do that beautiful AoE when the time is right. In some cases, it may be good to still use sleep to crowd control the other targets and focus on only one, especially since I don't move as a thaumaturgist when I'm casting spells. Fufulupa would entrust you with a matter of grave import. I salute you, honored friend. As acting captain, I should be much obliged if you would grant me a personal request. In our efforts to ascertain the full extent of the former captain's corruption, we have been poring over his personal correspondence. Our search unearthed this sealed letter addressed to a man named Owen. But he's one of the Sultan's sworn elite! I can think of no reason why he should have any dealings with Baldwin. We know now that the former captain was consorting with a coalition of criminals. Could it be that Owen was, too? This letter may well serve as evidence of their collusion, and so I dared not tamper with it myself. But given the events of recent days, I knew not whom to trust with this information, until now. I have chosen you, Kaiden. Pray bear the letter to Mistress Momodi of the Quicksand and relate the circumstances of its discovery. Not only is she a staunch supporter of the Sultana, but she's well acquainted with the Sultan's Zorn. She will know how best to proceed. So we would go back to Olda. But let me see if there's anything else to do here. There is indeed a quest here. The scent of a mongrel. The scent of a scoundrel. Well, well, well. There's a lore reason for that? What, for the naming? Fahrenheit? Really? Or did you mean something else? I don't know if I like to have the spoiler, if that is the case or not. I'm curious, but I don't know if it's something that is better without spoilers. I'll let you be the judge of that. Again, if that's what you were talking about. So this fate, we can ignore that. Yeah, I think we've done this one already. Deceased dogs, feral packs of deceased dogs or whatever. And I'm gonna have to start practicing these new skills, especially the one that makes me cast the next spell immediately. Ah, well, speaking of scoundrels and dogs, that's the mongrel. Not so sure what uses I could give to that instant cast. Because you still have to wait for the cooldown, so I'm not sure if it works out like that. But okay, let's go for this dusty mongrel here. Yeah, mongrel! A longer cooldown on that skill though, on a swift cast. I think it's a 60-second cooldown? Not sure if I got that right. Come here, you mongrel. I just love saying the word mongrel. I say it with such gusto because of that. Swiftcast is better with a spell later on? Okay. Basically, Charlie Ann's found a new tier of magic, and they gave a try to name it and ended up doing away with the spell tier names. So it used to be... When was it that this was changed, Fahrenheit? Did it come with a Realm Reborn, or was it long after that? I didn't know that. Seeing that Ducky didn't know about that, I'm guessing that's a Realm Reborn thing, maybe? I love the naming schemes of Final Fantasy, so it kind of breaks my heart, but that's okay. No big deal. I would love to have the GA endings and all that. Kuraga, Firaga. They're always fun to have. History of Eorzea? Okay. You're still calling it Fire, Fyra, Fyraga, Fyraja, Fyrasa. I actually don't know all the names. So I'm probably gonna be using the names I see on my screen. It's easier for me anyway. Yeah, this is also another one I'm doing. Hammer Beaks. Wait, where do we go now? Over here. Let's cross the bridge and go over there. Blisaga, Dondaga, I think it is. It's mostly the Agas, the GA endings that I remember. After that, it gets a bit blurry for me. Have I been here before? I don't think I've been to this particular area exactly. No, I haven't been here before. That tells me there I haven't been here. You know, these dots that tell you... Well, more like pentagons, maybe? That tell you, it's a new area. What do you want with me then? Is this mongrel blood? Thank the gods! Now I can finally head back to Horizon. Mongrels are the natural enemy of most other predators, you see. Throw their thick blood onto a fire, and the resulting stench will send bee-skin fleeing for moms around. Makes light work of our patrols, as long as we have a steady supply of the nasty stuff. And I wager you can guess which brass blade picked the short straw to kill mongrels this time around. But thanks to you, I'm off to enjoy a hot meal and a tankard. May Thal's golden halls await you in the afterlife. Wonderful. Take it easy, Nononso. Glad I could be of help. Dondaga, Blisaga, Fyraga. The tier 3 spells are most of the time the best known ones. Ah, yes. It could be fun to learn it. One thing I've wanted to do, related to that topic, one thing I wanted to do is to really learn the names of the skills so I can name drop them when I'm doing them. You got your water bottle, nice! Did somebody give it to you? Did you go back? What happened? Oh, happy day! Yay! I'm glad the water bottle got saved. Nice, 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 nice. What kind of water bottle is it? What is it like? Is it 1 liter? What color is it? Does it have a picture on it? Is it thermical? I don't know. You might as well describe it now, ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕠𝕠. I should get like a purple water bottle or something. I actually don't have anything like that. Or was it just like a regular water bottle, like from bottled water that you kept recycling? Which is good too. It's a good thing to do. Oh, and the ladybugs are here. Okay. But yeah, what I wanted to do was learn the names of the skills to really like name drop them. That's something I was kind of trying to do in ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕠, if you saw. And well, I would still try to do it. This is another reason why focusing on only 1 or at most 2 MMOs is a better idea. And the same with characters. 1 or 2 main characters, not being a huge alcoholic right now. It's a thermal water bottle with my 2 favorite colors, dark green and black. Ah, so yeah, it's very valuable. Sounds very valuable. I can see why you wanted it back. I'm so glad you got it back. Happy Final Fantasy Friday, ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕠. Let's fight. The only reason why I'm not doing Fire 2 right now... Oh, wait a minute. I was going to say because I didn't want to aggro the other enemies, but we still got this Cactuar. I mean... we're a little bit over level for this already. Let's do Fyra then. You see, I'm saying it right now, but I might forget the name. Okay, let's do it again. The Cactuar is here too. Boom! Let's have some thunder here. Gotta be careful not to call it lightning, because lightning is different, right? Sorry, Mr. Cactuar. Miss Cactuar. You are collateral damage, I'm afraid. The ladybugs are what we're after right here. The Cactuars still get aggro though. Why? Is that... do they just not mind their business or something? Because I don't have AoE with these skills, surely, right? I don't think so. 100 target and all enemies nearby it. Yeah, they just can't mind their business, I guess. I don't remember Cactuars being like this when I attack other enemies around here. I remember fighting some ladybugs before, but maybe I remember wrong. Mind your business, Cactuar. What are you doing? If you want to die so badly, then so be it. Sorry. Man, I sound so aggressive. I sound like such a Sith Lord or something. Sorry. Sorry. You know, maybe it's because they want to defend other creatures. That's a noble thing to do. Ladybugs are... well, not predators, not aggressive, you know. They're innocent in many ways. If innocent is the right word, so there's that. My roommate was a huge help. He happened to have the keys to the vault where the warehouse keys were. Oh, he works with you? Okay. Oh, I'm so glad they helped out. I'm so glad he helped out. I sound like a black mage? Fire, destruction, mayhem, thunder and lightning everywhere. Destroy the world. Destroy the world. Genocide everywhere. And mayhem you never seen before. Destroy the world. That's another variation of that song, you see. No, yeah, like, when we get to a new zone in Final Fantasy XIV, you have to remind me to sing that also. A whole new zone. A whole new zone. New missions everywhere. And enemies you'd never seen before. A whole new zone. That's how it's supposed to be. Hey, technically we should sing that for the dwarf. Well, ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕠 is not a new zone to me, but yeah. A whole new alt. Kinda works, kinda doesn't work. I could say that too. It needs to fit the timing of the song. That's the point. Yeah, should we go to the steps of Nalt now? But there's nothing else to do here. Might be a good idea to just transport to the city. I'm gonna do the return skill. But I sound like a black mage. How do they say black mage in Japanese? Do they just use the borrowing from English? Buraku meiji? Or do they say kuroi meiji, kuroi majutsuji? I think it is. Let me see how you say wizard or... No, wizard is mahotsukai. Sorcerer is maybe the way you say that. Let me see. Majutsuji? Meiji. Yeah, this is like just borrowing.
Meiji.
Majutsushi.
Majutsushi.
Majutsushi. Kuroi Majutsushi Black Sorcerer. Not exactly a black mage, but yeah. Level 70 ARM. What is ARM, Ducky? Wait, hold on. Don't tell me yet. Or no, tell me. I'll take a look at that in a moment in the chat. Armorer. Is it Armorer? Like I can look at the list and figure it out from there, maybe. Armorer, I think you mean? Nice. So is that what you were doing when you were doing the blacksmithing that I saw? Or was it blacksmith? Because I can see an armorer also using a forge and a hammer. Because it sounds like you create heavy armor, right? And I think weavers would create light and medium armor. No, weavers I think create light, leather workers medium, and armorers heavy. Did I get it right? Or is it different? It's similar to ESO if it's like that. Like a profession for each different armor type. Just go with Black Magician. Ah, yes. Well, yeah, like the way they say Black Magician in Japanese Fahrenheit is Burak Magician. Burak Magician, just like that. So it could be Burak Meiji. Oh, yes, man. Yes, man. May Takahashi be in the afterlife where the pharaoh is. Where the pharaoh, sorry. My pronunciation can get funky sometimes. Katsuki Takahashi right now is having some fun duels with the pharaoh right now. I'm sure of it. But yeah, Burak Magician. Burak Meiji. It's probably that. Hoaito Meiji. Buru Meiji. Retto Meiji, maybe? I don't think they use the Japanese word for it. So it would be Akai Meiji, Aoi Meiji, Shiroi Meiji, Kuroi Meiji, I think. Crafting on my blacksmith to do leaves on my armorer. I'm spawn on, there is overlap, but that's about right. Gotcha. Yeah, it's just the same as Elder Scrolls Online. Lotro is a little bit different because one profession is able to craft both light and medium armor, which is... I forget the name. Tailor. Tailor is the name. And Metalsmith is the armorer that... Yeah, Metalsmith is the one that... they call it Metalsmith. Armorsmith might be a better name because they have Weaponsmith and they have Metalsmith, so... Yeah, that's the one that creates heavy armor. There's Blue Mage here, actually. It's a joke, but it's here. No, yeah, that's why I was mentioning it. Blue Meiji, Retto Meiji, Hoaito Meiji. But yeah, like, I imagine they say Buru Meiji, Buru. Also, like, Super Saiyajin Buru. It's one of those cases in which they use the English word in Japanese. It'll probably be typed in katakana. Also, Maniacs, there's a little bit of a thunderstorm outside. And it's kind of affecting electricity. I saw the lights flicker for a moment, so if we get a blackout all of a sudden, this is the warning. If the stream just disappears all of a sudden. Did someone say Blue Mage? Why, Ducky? Do you have a max level Blue Mage or something? Is it your main class? I don't know. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen, but you never know. The light just flickered for like a single second, a little bit less than a second maybe. But you never know. Ah, Gaiden, it's been too long. That Danen tells me you've been keeping busy in Horizon. I want you to know that I'm grateful for everything you've done for the people of Ul'dah. Even though you've seen the seedier side of our city, you've continued to help your fellow man. Believe me, the folk around here love you for it. They know me already? Okay. What is it? You look like you have something. You look like you've got something to say. No, you wish you did? Okay. So that's what this is all about. Fufulupa's thinking Owen might have been in league with Balduin, that this letter could be proof of something shady. Well, he needn't worry. Owen's as loyal as Sultan Zorn as I've ever known. I haven't the foggiest what this says, but... Wait a minute. Wasn't Owen the one who... Oh, hells. I got a bad feeling about this. Listen, Kaiden. I think I know what this is all about, but I need you to swear to keep it quiet. If you'd rather wash your hands of this business, I won't hold it against you. But if you're determined to see it through to the bitter end, say the word and I'll explain. You gotta tell me, Momodi. Maybe I shouldn't be involved so much, but we're in it now. You find your way to the quicksand. Ooh, hello.
Supernova explosion!
Fire Emblem.
ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒𝕠𝕟𝕤 gifted a tier 1 sub to ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕠𝕟𝕤. They have given 8 gift subs in the channel.
How do you pronounce the last name? It's from Vlad, right? From Dracula? Teeps? I've always pronouncing it Tepes or Teeps. Let us know, Fahrenheit. But with that, Rurin, thank you so much for the gift sub. This means we have a new supernova and must be acknowledged correctly. Fahrenheit Teeps, thanks to the help of Rurin, the Elven superstar, now you Alucard superstar, you have now exploded from superstar to supernova, which means that wherever you go, whether it's Eorzea, Transylvania, Romania, Normandy, Italy, Spain, England, Scotland, Great Britain, another version of the British Kingdom, another dimension of Earth, Tatooine, Dantooine, Jakku, Yavim, Javim, Planet Vegeta, wherever it is that you may go, you have exploded from superstar to supernova, and thus you are an even shinier presence than you already were. Thank you so much for that gift, Soberurin. You got the Fire Emblem, the classic Fire Emblem fanfare right there. Wonderful. Oh, Tipish. Is that how it said it? Hold on, I'm gonna repeat the alert just so I can hear that. You get double the alert.
Supernova explosion.
Another fanfare. Bayonetta. Let me hear that. Let me hear that. Oh, there we go. There we go.
ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒𝕠𝕠𝕒 gifted a tier 1 sub to ℂ_Sepish. They have given 8 gift subs in the channel.
Sepish. Recently you went to game industry? What is that? Sepish. He's the Alucard of the guild. Okay, Sepish. I'm probably not gonna remember that. But there you are. You're a supernova. Thank you so much, Arurin, for that gift sub. Let's get back into the game. And it's not even the subathon yet! I kinda miss the dialogue there, sorry. Didn't read that. But that's okay. It's not even the subathon! Oh boy. With the chaos left in the wake of the calamity, the townsfolk will be needing the help of my patrons more than ever. Wait a minute, what is going on? Oh, okay. Can I count on your discretion, Kaiden? If so, then listen closely. The T is more pronounced, but you have the idea? Tepish. Tepish, maybe. Yeah, I heard it say Sepish, like a T and a Z together. Tepish. Okay. Fahrenheit Tepish. Vlad Tepish. Or something. Okay, I think I got it. Let's take a look at this. Game industry where the Neptunia series takes place in. Ah, so that's where you're shining. I've heard of the Neptunia series. Was it a visual novel? I've seen other people play it before, but I'm not sure if I remember correctly. The outside world believes all that to be a sultanate, ruled by Sultana Nanamo Ulnamo. True this, though, is the 6 wealthiest citizens that hold the most sway, the Syndicate. Be that as it may, the Sultana still got the support of the people. But she might struggle to keep even that if a certain incident becomes public knowledge. It pains me to say, but Her Grace's crown, the symbol of the royal dynasty, has been stolen. And Owen's the Sultan's son who was charged with guarding it that night. I'd bet anything this letter was written by the bastards who made off with the crown. Hasn't she read it? It can't be a coincidence that a man we know to have been fraternizing with thieves had a letter for Owen of all people, at this of all times. You need to take this to the man himself, Gaiden. Tell him Momodi sent you, and that it concerns the lost heirloom. Ooh, we're getting seriously embroiled in it. If it looks as though the fellow needs help, I want you to lend it to him. The future of our fair city may depend on it. Very well. Oh, it's a lot of things, mostly JRPGs. Sounds like my sort of thing, I will say, Fahrenheit. I've been playing 7, V2. Oh, V2, okay, most recently. Like, yeah, I may have seen something of it, but okay. Been a while, been a while. May have been OS Riddle who was playing it the other day. I'm not sure. And by the other day, it's probably been like a couple of years when I watched that stream. I don't even remember. Ugh. You're slowly but surely becoming a bigger hero in the story, Kaiden. Hype. That's what a superstar does, Arurin. Saving the world is another day in the office. Have I synchronized this Ethernet chart, by the way? I have indeed. Yeah, let's just keep going through here. To where I need to go. To Eowyn. Did I read that right? Orwyn, sorry. Eowyn is somebody from Lord of the Rings, my bad. Orwyn. It's kind of a similar name in my mind. Yeah, if you're into JRPGs, Fahrenheit, I am not surprised to see you be such an avid player of Final Fantasy XIV. And well, Final Fantasy in general, I should even say. I think I can just use this crystal here to go here and save a little bit of time. Why the hell not? We can go to the Gladiators Guild, and that will do the trick. Not everyone can be a superstar. You destroy a lot of friendships along the way in Mario Party. Yes, in Mario Party, the superstardom is more limited. Only the winner of the game can be a superstar. In a way, everybody is a superstar. I have a different policy as to what I consider a superstar, if you will. Mario Party Superstars. What was it? Was that the name of the game? Yeah. Mario Party Superstars. I really want to get. Like, as soon as I can. And well, and also when I get a better capture card, I'll be able to stream Switch games again. New Horizons would be great to see back. Yeah, those would be the games that we consider now for streaming. Back in One Piece, are you? It's about bloody time. I admit, you look as though you just picked up a sword yesterday, but you handle yourself well enough, I'll give you that. And here, I'll give you this as well. Ain't worth a night in Ulda's finest pillow house, but I'm sure you'll find a use for it. Very well, very well. Any gloves that I should have? This is Disciple of War, it's not for me. And the others are no good. Yeah, I noticed that my gloves are red. They kinda stick out from the rest of the outfit, but whatever. We can work with that. That was not the main quest though, I didn't realize. The Hustings Strip is where I want to go. How's everybody feeling this Friday? How are you feeling, Maniacs? Any plans for the weekend? Besides watching your favorite superstar on the Subathon on Sunday? More Final Fantasy XIV on the weekend? Perhaps that's what you're planning? Since I have a bunch of different things planned for Sunday, I'm not sure if we're gonna play much of a video game. If we do, it's probably gonna be Final Fantasy XIV though. We'll have just chatting for the first hour or so. For the second hour, we can go into V-Ray Studio and/or Photoshop to take a look at the new assets I'm considering. How do I get to where I need to go for this? Oh, and there you are, Fahrenheit. You're a superstar. Thank you for that follow. You became a supernova before you became a superstar. That's a new one. Not sure if we've had that happen before. The Hustings Strip. I gotta find the entrance to it. Okay, I think I may have got it. Like this. Nice! Nice, glad you can make it home. And time to hop on FF14. You're planning on streaming D&D and FF14 tomorrow. I'll probably be lurking on your stream, Arurin, while I'm working on the subathon and stuff like that. That would be great. Another D&D session. I hope it's fun for you. I know I ultimately didn't get into the game. And I'm glad because I think I'm seeing a game that's more to my personal preference to what I want in a game. Again, it was never anything personal. I wish you all the best. With Miss Weaver, if he's there too, of course. And Rebel, everybody involved. But another VTuber seems to be working on an isekai D&D campaign. Didn't need to be an isekai, but that's kind of like a cherry on the top to make it more fun for me. So it has a lot of potential. Not gonna start anytime soon though. It may start only until August. I think like 3 other people have shown interest, if I counted that correctly. So we're at least a party of 4 by now. The more the merrier. But a party of 4 is solid enough. I do prefer them to be at least 5 or something like this. But the more you have, the harder it is on the... Where am I supposed to go? Hold on. I'm going the wrong way. The harder it is for the DM to manage. Sorry, I'm getting confused here. I'm not sure how you navigate this area. I think I may know how. Over here. I think I got it now. Since it's a new area I haven't been to before. Also in Final Fantasy XI in Sandoria, there was like a castle area that was kind of like that. I have business, let me through. The heart of the storm lies beyond. State your business. Pardon? Did you say a lost heirloom? Proceed. They know very well what we're talking about. Okay. Man, it kind of reminds me of Dungeons and Dragons Online, the Ruin. Wanting to get back to that as well. Well met, adventurer. What business brings you here this day? A letter? Very well, let's see it. What if he is in the conspiracy, though? Have you read this, adventurer? I have not. I see. But you have some inkling as to its contents, I think. Mistress Momoli has doubtless explained to you the significance of the crown and what its loss could mean for Her Grace the Sultana. This death shames the Sultan's Zorn, and me most of all. The blame is mine, you see. I grew lax in my duties, and in a moment of carelessness... No, it will do no good to recount the tale now. Since the hour of the theft, we've searched frantically for any signs, any whispers as to the whereabouts of the crown. We have found nothing. The identity of the thieves and their motives seem fated to remain a mystery, until you arrive, bearing this ransom note. In it, the criminals state their price for the return of Her Grace's crown. And though it pains me to say it, I fear I have no choice but to acquiesce to their demands. Too much is at stake to do otherwise. The crown symbolizes Her Grace's birthright and identifies her as the custodian of the Ul legacy. It must be recovered. I will travel to the unholy heir and pay them their ransom. You gotta tell me what it is. Though I am not foolish enough to meet these men alone as they stipulate, I dare not bring a host of my comrades lest the thieves take fright. Friend, would you consent to be present for the exchange? Mistress Momoli has always spoken of you in the most glowing terms, and I have never yet had reason to question her judgment. On behalf of all those still loyal to the Sultana, I beseech you, help us in our hour of need. Count on me. So, what happens next? Rendezvous with Owen at the Unholy Heir. Where was the Unholy Heir? I think we've been there before. For another mission. But let's take a look at the rest of Ul'dah. At the rest of what we were doing. On the steps of Nald. Nothing else around here. Wait, actually on Thanalan we have something. On Central Thanalan. Yes, on the Clutch is that area. Let's travel to Blackbrush Station immediately. And yes, now we are indeed emphasizing the main story quest. Not entirely out of choice, like it's just like the first thing that comes to mind and the thing I see the nearest. If I had seen another mission before I spotted where to do this one, I probably would have focused on that one before going for this. But it's good to focus on the main story. And keep going. The Thaumaturge quests are also important. Thotonoa's trial, Gil Leave. And yeah, those are important to me too. The Armor War Transport and obtain blood from the Amalja. Haven't done that yet. I think it might be in Eastern Thanalan. But let's do more of this conspiracy madness in Ulda. These scoundrels are up to no good, then we're gonna get into a battle, undoubtedly. Careful here, though, because those toxic toads are aggressive. What's gonna happen here? And are we gonna see that handsome Tancred? Not a stranger anymore. Handsome Tancred. Level 18, this time I am on level, so let's go for it. Ikuzo. Ikimashou. I can't wait to do another Duolingo stream and show you my progress. I've come as agreed. Now, show me the crown. Ah, you'll have your precious crown once we've been duly compensated. Do you think me a fool? What assurance have I that you will honor your part of the agreement? Now, Owen, you're the least trustworthy man here. Not only was the crown stolen on your watch, but it looks to me as if you violated the terms of our exchange. Did we not say that you were to come alone? And given that you are not alone, what guarantee have we that there isn't a company of archers surrounding us even as we speak, ready to feather me and my men the moment they catch a glimpse of the crown? You have made mock of our trust. The deal is off. Well, okay. Wait, here's your payment, as promised. That is a... The negotiations are becoming short. Aye, it is the real thing. 1,000 thanks to you, boy. You've succeeded where scores of thieves have failed. And now, at long last, we have it. The power to create an army of undying soldiers. The traitors spurn. This is really bad news. No, it can't be. What have I done? What? What is going on? Surely you must have wondered what it was that you were handing over? What it was that seemed as valuable to us as the crown seemed to you? Or did you assume we were feeling charitable? Ah, but you must feel terrible, knowing that you brought us the doom of Sildi. Worry not, boy. We'll grant you a quick death and spare you further ignominy. Oh, I don't think so. I'm starting to do more Obi-Wan Kenobi quotes here. The negotiations were short. I don't think so. I like those brawlers, though. I think they're probably monks. There's too many, Kaiden. Run! Run while you still can. I will do my duty. It's your duty to serve the Sultana, lad, and you'll be doing it for a good while yet. Aha! Bring in the reinforcements. Sultan Sorn, put these thieves to the sword and secure the crown. I love that guy. Papa Shan. He is Papa. Sultan Sorn? Ha! No matter. Kill them all. Yosh, Shikuzo. I'm not gonna sing because the music is so good. Otherwise, I would be like, Tatakai no toki wa ima. Fight for your Sultana, boy. Fight for Ulda. As you command, Master Papa Shan. With me, Kaiden. The sound is a little bit loud, isn't it? I think I might have to reduce the volume. Whoa. This is loud, I'm sorry. This is loud. Are you able to hear me okay? It is an epic moment, I agree. Yeah, I'll have to do it after the 5 Fahrenheit. That is so loud. Is everybody doing okay though? Yeah, like I gotta concentrate on the fight as well. Learn how to fight correctly. Yes. Yes. Yes, Ducky, thank you. That's what I'm trying to do. Though not anymore because we only have one enemy left. Oh, no we don't. No, we do not. Hold on. Let me put them to sleep. And, yeah, we can concentrate on this one right now. Didn't realize the sound effects would get so loud. Okay, let's try the AoE again. I might just use an ether to get a lot of MP very fast. Let's use it. Oh wow, that's barely anything. Wow, that's terrible. Okay, that's a lot of enemies. Meddlesome fools, you know not whom you face. Lawless curse dealer. Hearken to me, denizens of the abyss. Slay these interlopers and feast upon their souls. Is that a void scent? Uh-oh. We're gonna have to concentrate on this bad boy here, I think. Yield or be slain, thief? I will not ask again. Papa Shan is resisting well, though. We gotta get rid of this one. Garibaldi is dead, though. Well done, Papa Shan. This is the true boss of the instance, maybe. Yeah, I know, Mist. It's only for this. I'm gonna turn down the sound effects. And good to see you, by the way. I'll catch you with the chat in a moment. Master Papa Shan, but why? Oh. The general saw you sneak into the vaults, Owen. He suspected something was afoot and ordered us to keep an eye on you. The Flame General? He ordered you to look after me? Master Papa Shan, more of them to the north. After them, Sultan Zorn. They have the crown. This lot sought only to delay us. Let us speak again back in the city. Well, it's the first time I get to sound effects that are as loud as that. So now we're going to reduce them. What a handsome fellow. Look at him. What do we have here? Another battle. Bring it on. The source of his strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. Well, I'm not gonna be able to turn the sound effects down just yet. You're gonna have to wait a little bit. Bad guy reveal. Oh, mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. Bring it on! I love these kinds of fights. Tatakai no toki da. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. I love the look of him, though. Or them, I should say. Yosh! Boss battle. Ikuzo. We might need to use some AoEs for both of them. Or put the mass mage to sleep, rather. Soon you shall take your vile gifts to the grave. You're the vile one, you maniac. I mean, I don't need the AoE right now, but I may as well use it. In case it does more damage. Does it do more? No, never mind. No, it does less. Because of the AoE cost. Right as the venom eats its way through your veins. I'm already out of MP, man. That's so difficult. Oh no, it's the bad guys. Yes, it's a demon fight. Bring it on. No, it does less, but can hit everyone in the area of it. Yes. When springs this preternatural might? From the crystals of light, perhaps? Or whatever they are? The Mask Mage kind of reminds me of the Mask Wizard, Kamen Rider Wizard, Tancred! You certainly have a knack for getting into trouble. There's a sight for sore eyes, an unwelcome guest. No matter, all shall fall before me. Mage versus mage, let's go. Burak Meiji. Burak Magician. I'm not a black mage, I'm a thaumaturgist, but hey. It leads into that. It's on the same token, perhaps. The same category, if you will. No mortal should possess such strength. And again, I'll catch up with the chat after this. And I'll reduce the sound effects as well. Keep it up, Kaiden. We almost have him. Keep it up, Pancret. We're doing well. Are we gonna defeat the masked mage or... Oh, I thought they would run away, actually. I thought they would run away from that. Tanoshi.
That the wisdom of the paragons should be brought low by mere mortals.
Paragons? This is indeed a disturbing revelation. We had long suspected the involvement of the bringers of chaos, Asians. Probably not pronounced Asians, sorry. Asians? Asians? Askians? To give them their true name. Can somebody tell me the pronunciation of that? You warlock main during Legion? I gotta catch up with the chat. But we could not be sure they were responsible for the recent disturbances until now. As if the Sultanate needed any more enemies. Have we Charlayans crossed paths with Askins before? Well, we've certainly... Wait, I don't recall telling you about my homeland. Asians? I don't think so, Rurin. Ah yes, that's right. You're one of the gifted. You know, this marks the third time I found you in the midst of trouble. If I didn't know any better, I'd said you're a lodestone for it. Anyway, I'm glad I started following you around. Who knows what grand conspiracy you'll stumble upon next? I jest. Had I truly been watching your every move, I wouldn't have taken so long to intervene in your latest altercation. But all's well that ends well, eh? Our masked friend is no more, and while I very much doubt we've seen the last of his kind, his demise will likely grant us at least some respite. And on that note, I must away. Until next time, Kaiden. I just noticed I think his neck tattoo, if it is a tattoo, is purple. So he's more of a kindred spirit of me than I thought. Speaking of beautiful purple things, give me that crystal. I'd love to have that crystal. I don't care about the evil aura. Ah, shame. I won't be getting that crystal. Okay. Before I catch up with the chat, yeah, let me reduce the sound effect volume. Like, it's just the master volume I decreased. 41, let's see how it is. Crystal med... Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, T, thanking you for the sub. There you are. There you are. Unless you know what you're doing on Black Mage, don't use ethers. They barely recovered anything. So I don't know. Let me see. This is an epic moment. Was an epic moment indeed. Miss Weaver leaves. So yeah, I'm glad you were able to make it, Weaver. Missed. Ah, you were playing WoW with Uger. Nice. So you were doing Warlock. Not that different from what we just witnessed right now, eh? Bad guy reveal. That was the bad guy reveal. Okay. Demonic rituals are your favorite kind of rituals? You absolute warlock. There we go. I think we are good now, but we'll have to see what they sound like on the next fight. Like, less than 50 is what I gave them. We could go for Eastern Thanalan right now. May as well go for the adjoining area here. And do that quest over there. We still have stuff to do. Oh, Druid and Paladin? Who was it that said Warlock then? Who was it that... Oh, you Warlock main during Legion. My bad. Hey, things are so intense today, I can't keep up with the chat all the time. I love it. No, seriously, I love it. I did say it. I said it's not like that. Surely not, Aurora, you maniac. I'm gonna be saying Askian. Well, we're gonna have to fight this one. How come I didn't aggro it yet? I think the aggro maybe is based on sound or movement in some cases. Kind of like FF11 in that way. But I'm not sure. There's another one. Well, the other one is dead already. I was about to use my AoE for that, so never mind. Stop being such an ASEAN. You absolute maniacs. You'll be saying it wrong. He will learn from the voice cutscenes. Good, good. When they say it in the voice cutscene, then I'll get it. From now, it's like Askin, Asian. Not Asian, Asian. Asian sounds better. I'm gonna be saying Asian for now. Unless it actually is Asian. High quality super eaters recover 1800 MP. So it's more of a later thing, and even then it's only going to be good for a single fire one. Okay, for a single fire, if you will. The Lord Junkie in you starts to get triggered. Aha, I know the feeling, Arurin. Ask Yan is probably more accurate. Okay. Okay. And it's our first time here in this area. Let's see what follows from here. The threat of paucity. This is for the Thaumaturge's Guild. Thaumaturge's Guild. My funky pronunciation, you know how it can be. Not the KC. ASEAN. So it is like Arurin said. ASEAN. ASEAN. Yeah, okay, okay. That's fine then. ASEAN. 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 Sometimes when you put the S and C together, it becomes more like a Z for zebra. ASEAN. ASEANs. That's what I'm gonna say for now. ASEAN. What do we have here? A couple scoundrels. Well, well, well. Let's fight. Ikuzo, fight. Time for fire up, baby. Oh no, wait. I did Blizzard. My bad. Will it affect the other enemy? Maybe not. Just gotta put it to sleep then. I'm gonna put it to sleep then. Crowd control it. Sleep! Nemuri, nemuri. Nemuri. Did I say that right? Not sure if I said it right in Japanese, but okay. Let's keep going nonetheless. You're gonna give me your blood for the benefit of the thaumaturges. Die. Sonoma shine. Alright. Let's get that ether back. Ah, speaking of ether. C as in C, okay. I'm gonna say ASEAN. Thank you for clarifying that. Well, there's a bunch of other quests in here that we can also do. We may as well go there and attune the Camp Dry Bone Crystal. Big crystal is what I'll call it, I guess. Ethernet shards are the smaller ones, right? What are the big ones called? And so many fates that I may or may not join, depending on how I'm feeling about it when I get to them. What is it called? Aetheryte. Let's take that fall damage, if there is any. Yeah, a little bit of fall damage. Nothing we can't recover from. Could have been worse. Yush! You still call them Asians to this day? I don't blame you, given the way it's spelled. Kind of looks like it might be pronounced like that. A lot of people probably do the same. Looking for a bit of work, are we? Well, it just so happens I'm looking for someone to put down some mongrels. 7 of the beasts. The bloody things have nearly overrun the area to the southeast of here. They attack the locals, livestock, all that moves. You needn't show the foul things any mercy. More mongrel slaying, eh? Alright. Junk monger, eh? I can sell this. That will do the trick. These things stay with me. Antidote. Could be good to have an antidote. I'm gonna put it here if I get poisoned. I think I got poisoned in one of those battles there. Not sure if I noticed. But they said something about venom coursing through your veins or something, so I think it may have been that. 2-2C of Camp Tribal needs someone to fetch some Miotragus sirloins. Are you come to grief, sir? Have you lost someone dear? Ah, I see. Simply another fair adventurer come to our outpost. Well, in that case, I have an adventure for you. Let's say you make for the plains to the east and carve me up 5 cuts of sirloin from some ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕠𝕟 nannies. We're tending a wounded man at the inn who is close to death. We would like nothing more than to give him a feast of nice, juicy ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕟 sirloins for what might well be his last meal. Once you have the sirloins, take them directly to Sister Zozoru at the inn. Is that really what a patient should be doing? Well, I guess there's no solution. I'll trust their medical expertise, why not? What use is there in doubting it? I can't do anything about it. Was there a mender here? Yes. It's always good to keep checking. No repairs to do. No repairs to do anywhere. I'm surprised. After all those battles, there are no repairs? Crafting leaves are OP as heck. Went from 66 to 77 armorer in one sitting. Nice. Crafting levels got nerfed and then Walker? Interesting. Am I saying it right? Also, leaves, levies, lefts. There you are, Melody. Weaver. Miss Weaver, I mean. And yeah, let's get out of here from here. We can do it from here. Like, Heaven's Sword leaves used to give like 1 million XP. But still really darn good from the sounds of it, yeah. 11 levels like that, I mean. Sounds great. Ah, so this is what they meant by paying tributes. Seems to be a burial area. A cemetery sort of outpost. To pay respects and all that. Be welcome to the Church of Saint Adama Landama. I am Sister Ariel. I gather you are on no pilgrimage. You look to be an adventurer. If so, might I impose on you to help tend the lich yard while you are here with us? The graves here far outnumber we who keep them. Alone, we cannot possibly do all that needs to be done. Would you see to gathering up the old offerings currently lying about outside? I made note of at least 6 during my last rounds through the yard. Very well. You know what, Melody Weaver sounds cool? It actually does, yeah. Yeah. You have troubled yourself to come all this way. I wonder if I might not trouble you a bit further. As you well know, we keep a lich yard here. The scent of death's decay draws blowfly storms, which are as unclean as they are unwelcome. Slay 5 of these pestilent storms, and the church will be in your debt. Super straightforward MMO quest, eh? He even says, slay number of these in the dialogue. Why not? We'll slay this one first and then leave the offering. Good source of experience, good source of leveling. I love doing quests for the sake of doing them too. And getting rewarded and feeling that dopamine from completing activities over and over. That's what I live for. There you are, Arun. Sapphira. Or is it Saphira by any chance? The FF14 superstars. I feel like we should have a raid of 14 people. So we called ourselves the 14 superstars. Referring to the fact that we're 14, but it's also Final Fantasy 14. Why not, right? And the same for 11 with 11 people. You know, I like my puns and sort of wordplays like that. Alliterations also. This is not an alliteration, but it's similar. Let's defeat a blowfly swarm with... Never mind, I was gonna say with a staff. That was the damage from thunder. The bleed damage, if you will. Yeah, lightning damage over time. Damage over time, that's what I meant to say. Oh, your chocobo? Ooh, nice. Also fighting with me. Look at the colors on that one. I didn't even think of like having different chocobo colors. To me, they are all always yellow. But of course, I shouldn't be surprised. I shouldn't be surprised to have this level of customization. I would say it's probably not the only Final Fantasy game that has different colored chocobos. Goes to show you how unfamiliar I am still. Like, I know chocobos are a huge part of Final Fantasy, but I don't know how how much variety there is within them, so to speak. It's still under my plans to play every single other numbered title in the series, and maybe their spin-offs as well. Like for Final Fantasy VII, it's both the original and the remake, which is gonna have a lot more content now. So I'm gonna have no shortage of things to do in the remake. Gold Chocobo is important. Need it for Knights of the Round materia. I don't know what that is, but it sounds very badass, Fahrenheit. Let's use the staff just like that. That will do the trick. That's good enough. Imagine just slaying swarms of blowflies like that. We have to do more though. One more offering. Before we turn these in, there's still one more offering we need to gather here. Golds are very important. There are a lot of different types of chocobos. A hidden summon materia in FF... Hold on, I can't see it because of my screen. I don't know if you had an exclamation mark or it's FF7. Okay, 7. Okay. Sometimes the eyes and the exclamation marks kind of look the same. On the screen I have this... I have the chat on. 250 MP cost summon? Were you able to gather the old offerings? Thank you. Would that there were naught else to be done. I must see to collecting the weather vases, urns, and ewers before long. The dead sleep soundest in a tidy grave. I have no shortage of work to offer. Should you care to take it, speak to me again whensoever you feel so compelled. Are these repeatable quests, or is it a quest chain that ends at some point? Thank you, friend. If the swarms were to spread their pestilence at the church unchecked, before long we would need to mourn the mourning. For the time being, at least, the grieving can pray in peace for their dead to cross over safely. Thou bless you. A Snow White die. Nice, nice, nice. That could be good. So, you wish to honor the dead once more? Excellent. Make offerings of these Nymea lilies at some of the simpler graves in the Lich Yard. The poor souls died alone, you see, with no one left to grieve for them. There are 5 such graves scattered about the Lich Yard that I would have you tend to. And remember, friend, mind your surroundings and pay the proper respect with each bundle of lilies. You're all they have. You're one of them venture folk, ain't you? I'd be much obliged for a little help. I'd like to make a tombstone for my kid sister what passed, you see. But I ain't got the guild to get it done. I hear there's nice rocks for the taking away from here, but I ain't old enough to fend off no wild beasts or such. Was hoping for a bit of cloud marble. She really would have liked that. Crops right up out of the ground to the east of here, they say. If you can find a bit and see to Brother Esbor, me and my sister would be ever so grateful. Bodyguard, they're rearing over there, looking good. You too, Ducky. Sometimes I'm gonna refer you by your character name, sometimes by your, well, your more general, your main names. Let's call them that. Your main names, right? So yeah, as long as you know who I'm talking about. Paying respects, paying tributes. Just quietly, a moment of silence for everyone here. Every time I do it. Where is this though? There's one here that I'm seeing on the minimap, but I don't see where it is. I missed it. There it is. I love doing these quests. And it doesn't seem, again, I'm at level 18 right now, and so far, with how far I've gotten here, it still doesn't seem to me like side quests take too long on the game. It's just as... There are just as many side quests and they take as long as the other games I played. As ESO, as Lotro, as SOTOR. Well, maybe not SOTOR, that is a shorter one, maybe. Or well, no, yeah. There's still quite a few of them everywhere. So when I go out of my way to do them, They don't really deter you as much. It's when I start doing fates that I probably start really going over time, so to speak. Like, you know, the extra time these things give you is not as much as some of you led me to believe with the way you spoke about it. Of course, your mileage may vary. For some of you, that's maybe too much time away from the main stories and all that. We kind of have been talking about this every time we've been playing, so yeah. It's not that different, though. It's not that different to me. The problem is, well, you've only been in Ul'dah, you still need to do all the level 120 stuff in Limsa or Gridania. But isn't it gonna be like the same over there, or are they gonna have more? In the higher levels, perhaps the side quests are really too many. Are really like 50 side quests per area or something. That's hyperbole. Maybe it's not that many. Maybe it is, but I don't know. More? Okay, so that would make sense. So Ul'dah is the one with the least amount of side quests? Did I get that right then? Interesting. Lots more. Alright, I'll be the judge of that if we get there. Is waiting months for more main story? It really is a lot more, okay. Once more, you have my thanks. No doubt the souls of the departed can take some small comfort in the care you have shown their graves. In days gone by, the Lichroy was a small, humble plot, but that all changed after the calamity. The dead grew in number, and so the yard grew with them. It is still simple, despite its size. Of course, it's that self-same simplicity that keeps him from becoming more of a priority than the Order. We can ill afford to assign adequate numbers to its keeping, just as we cannot charge the poor to bury or be buried. Yet that does not stop the many who come calling to see their dead put to rest here. Those few of us who tend the yard haven't the time to see to the offerings of our piety demands. The offerings our piety demands. The simple graves you visited belong to those who died alone. Let us pray the sweet fragrance you deliver grant some modicum of relief from the lonely solitude, if even for a short while. Complete. So for example, around here, how many quests have we been doing around here or acquired? 4 or 5? How many would it be in a small area like this? 6.2 is coming next month, you think? Okay. Do you have any ideas of what you'd like to see next week, by the way, Maniacs? I think Lotro... Yeah, Lotro and Final Fantasy XIV are guaranteed. Though do remember, if we meet a certain goal in the subathon, the first milestone actually, you get to do the schedule with me during the subathon. So that's something else we may see for that. But if we don't meet that goal, then some ideas right now might be good. My lights flickered again for a moment. Hold on. Yeah, because of the thunderstorm, my lights flickered there for a moment. Oh, Doki wants to ask you, Arurin, what you think of their new Black Mage look. Oh, and here... we want to go over here. What do we have here, eh? An unwanted presence. Wow. I couldn't even land a single hit. You killed them so quickly. You're about to recolor your chocobo? What color is that gonna be? Is it this chocobo or the other one you had? Oh no, wait, this is Ducky. My bad, my bad. No, yeah, the chocobo I saw missed was like pink, light blue. Is that the one? Suit black to fit your Reaper more. Okay. And we also have these enemies here. Oh, to get the sirloins. I don't know about this kind of hunting, but okay. I don't like hunting just for palatal pleasure, as they say. But okay. I'm already in the quest, so be it. Too late to back down, as they say. Oh, It's already dead. Okay. But I think my next kill is still gonna be instant. Is it? You gotta... That depends on the duration, I guess. Oh, yeah. No longer. I don't know how long you have that available. Let me see. 10 seconds. So the 10 seconds passed if I got that right. Okay. Thank you for the help. Thank you for the help. In this case, it's fine to kill them so fast because... yeah, it still just saves time and... as long as I still get a blow in, it works out. I'm not much of a steak person myself. Sirloin steak is not something I care about much. So it wouldn't make a nice final meal for me. A last meal would probably involve tea, pies, blackberry pies or something like that. And the fact that blackberries sometimes look purple is just a coincidence, I swear. I actually like it for the flavor. Or some bread with blackberry jam. Or something like that. Best thing in the world. I could actually go for some of that after the stream. I have this jam that I haven't opened. I forgot what it was. I think it was blackberry though. Either blackberry or strawberry. Those tend to be my favorite jams. Though there's many that I've never tasted, to be fair. I've never tasted rhubarb. Like in a rhubarb pie or something. That would be great. I'm a maniac for tea. But that is a drink. If I were to be a maniac about a particular type of food, it would probably be pie. Unless bread can count, because bread... well, bread can take many forms, and pie is one specific thing, like tea. But yeah. Well, actually, tea has its own many forms too, but yeah. Not as much as like bread. That's the thing. That's the etherite that I synchronized, right? I just want to make sure. Hold on. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. We want to go and... what is it that I have to do here? What is the quest that I'm supposed to do here? Am I in the right area? There's something I'm supposed to do here. Hold on. A dying wish. Sister Sosoru at the inn in Camp Drybone. Okay, I think I'm supposed to go down to the camp. There are many kinds of pies too. Yeah. But bread has more variety of things. And pie is pie. Even if you have different kinds of pies, it's still identifiably pie. Whereas when bread takes another form... and yeah, and this also goes for tea. But yeah, whereas when bread takes another form, you kind of call it more than just bread. Donuts, sandwiches, well, that's a little bit beyond bread, but all the different types of like bread, pastries or whatever. Donuts, I forget what the other ones are called. For some reason I can only recall donuts right now. Welcome to the eternal sleep. Eternal sleep, that sounds a bit ominous. Kinda sounds like somebody's gonna die in this inn. At least to me. Please lower your voice. What business brings you? Miltragus sirloins. I take it Tutusi has sent you. Thank you for your efforts, my friend. Oh, poor fellow, look at him. I told you! The eternal sleep! Maybe this is where people come to die, I don't know. But I fear you are too late. The man for whom these texts were meant to come to his wounds just moments ago. Pray do not despair. He feasts with Thal now, and Thal has seen the good in you this day. Well. Be at peace with Thal. Feasting well. Yeah, they were probably gonna prepare it right here. The kitchen is right across there. There you are, Mr. Alucard. Fahrenheit. Looking great. With that, what is that mount? A dog? A little corgi mount. Is that what it is? Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's the cutest thing in the world. It contrasts with the Alucard look in a funny way. Love to see it. Love to see it. Oh my gosh. Bonds, there you go. Steam Bonds, Manju, there you go, there you go. Yeah, pi 3.14, 15, 9, etc, etc. It's a Shiba. My bad, my bad. You see, I'm not good at names. I'm not good at names, whether it's bread or dogs. I forget names. I'm very good at forgetting names. I can say it like that. I never forget a face, but names are difficult for me. So if I ever forget the name of someone, never take it personally. Please, because it's not because I don't care or anything. It's just the way my mind works. Dead, is he? You did a good thing, friend. No use fretting over the order in which things pass. What matters is that they do pass, and nothing that passes goes unseen by the gods. There's a graveyard just near Drybone. A lot of folk bring their dead and dying this far. Many just dump them here to spare themselves the trouble and cost of a burial. This poor soul, at least, had family that rushed to his side. Count him lucky for that. 'Twas just his time to heed Dal's call. Best to let it go and move on. There's business what needs doing. Plots, graves, embalming, tombstones. Nothing in life is free, not even death. Yeah, death is part of life in a way, right? He won that in the NARC contest too. Wait, you mentioned that recently, Ducky. I saw you mention that in another stream. What was it, Fahrenheit? Did you design that Shiba yourself, or was that... I'm not sure if I understood how the contest worked correctly. If that is the case, that is extremely, extremely awesome. Amazing. Whichever way, it's amazing. Back for more, are you? Good. Now riddle me this. In a camp such as ours, so close to a graveyard, what do you think sells faster than we can stock? Aye, flowers. To the east of here lies the remains of an enormous gubu. Gubu? Gubu, I'm gonna say. And so many plants sprout around it that you would think you'd found a black shroud in the middle of Danaland. Some say the gubu came down from the mountains at the time of the calamity and carried with him the seeds that became all those plants. But then, all I'm really after is 3 sprigs of Altic lavender. Seems simple enough, right? You made a drawing of it, a terrible one, and you still won. Well, you call it terrible, but you won. I don't think it was that terrible as you say it was. Look at this, though. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, I examined you instead. Very lovely. Very lovely. Oh, there you go. Thank you for the party invite. Speaking of great mounts, of great travel forms, quality didn't matter, only fun. But still, the fact that you won, you have something very unique right there. That is... oh, that is just amazing. Congratulations on that, Fahrenheit. Let us in the car, Ducky. I was just curious if I could get in. I wasn't actually gonna get in, since I'm just coming over here for the rest of these quests right here. We're gonna have an ad break in about 4 minutes, and I'm gonna take a quick bio break while that happens. Very quick. And when we come back, I think we're gonna talk about the subathon a little bit again. Have you business here again, friend? Cloud marble. To make into a tombstone for Edward, or is it just Edward? To make into a tombstone for Edward's sister? That boy is nothing if not trouble. It was all I could do to convince him not to go looking for a stone on his own. Still, I suppose it cannot be helped. And losing a loved one is never easy. Thank you for your part in this. I will see the marble is used as Edward wishes. Difficult for me to say that name. Gods, you venturers sure are kind folk. Now all I need is coin for the funeral. I'm gonna stay on here at the church for a bit and help out. Wouldn't be right to leave everything up to someone else. It'll mean more to my sis if I do what I can on my own. Brother Esmore and sister Ariel are good folk too. They say I don't need no guild to bury my sis here, but I know how it works. It'll take coin to send her over to Thal proper. That's kind of weird, but okay. Options. Should we go for a high potion? Let's go for that. The potion I have here is not a high potion, and that's a level up. Wonderful. Level up! Well timed, Arurin. There you go. Level 19. Ah. Close to a milestone in level 20. Every 5 levels is a milestone, right? Those are the satisfying numbers, if you will, for the most part. Except for some special numbers like 42, 69. What other numbers? Other numbers depending on like what is special to you, perhaps. 79, for example, to me is special for personal reasons. What are my lucky numbers? But okay. Camp Drybone. Let me see if I let me get to some menders and some merchants. What do I have? I don't have anything to sell, right? The inventory is starting to get stacked. I still have plenty of space here though, I think. But it will soon be time to start taking a look at the other bags as this one fills up. Depending on what it is I want to look at. But getting the same level as your IRL age is cool too. Oh yeah, I think levels don't necessarily mean your IRL age. But yeah, you see that synergy, right? So if you're 22 years old, it's a milestone to get to level 22, right? I do see sometimes some streamers, some VTubers, refer to their age as a level. Level 19, level 20, or something like that. Yeah. What is it? Oh, a mender I wanted to see, right? Was it inside here? Yes. Still no gear to repair. Again, after those epic battles in the main story, it surprises me that there was no gear to repair. I took a lot of damage there too, so I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go take a quick bio break. The ads are gonna start soon. While I'm doing that, as always everyone, stay connected to the multi-dimensional portal. I'll leave you with the game screen, so feel free to showcase your mounts or your emotes or whatever, or your cosmetics. BRB. Thank you for waiting, everyone. And that's a beautiful effect you did there, Ducky. Glandalus. And you made me party leader. Oh yeah, it's a good screenshot moment right there. I'm not moving. Actually, I should probably do a pose or something. Hold on, hold on. Let me know if you're ready to take a screenshot right there, because it's definitely worthy of a screenie from this angle. I'm the party leader, so I can still be a party leader if I get promoted by another player. Because I'm free to play, I didn't think I could be a party leader. Even like while promoted. I would have thought it wouldn't even give you the option. But that's okay. Follow me, superstars, to find your superstardom. Ha ha ha. Yeah, thank you for the promotion. Not that I'm gonna do much in it, but it's still fun to have it. This is fun. Does anybody know how to remove the UI without going into like the special screenshot thingy, which I forgot how to do? I think it was one of these buttons that did that. Social? Could it be on system? Just to hide it quickly and be able to put it back. Probably would be on a keybind maybe. Logs, travel, social, had the... I forgot how you did that special screenshot thing, but whatever. Yeah, I see some of the things that are not available to me. You're not seeing it because it's behind me, but link shells, PvP team housing, and free company grave. You bind it to home? Okay. For me, home... No, wait. I think the home button is first person for me. Like so. So I don't know. What a beautiful glow I have right here, though. The glow of a superstar. But alright. If you take the screenshot, let me know, though. But... Or, well, post it on the Discord. I'm okay with the screenshot if I'm not posting. But we're actually going to switch away from the game screen right here. And it's time to talk a little bit about the subathon that we're going to have this Sunday. Because today is the last stream that we have before the subathon itself. Coloring your chocobo right now, we'll join right after. Nice. So you color the chocobo. That sounds like so much fun. Alright, so let's get back to talking about these things, okay? This was the week of live streams, Fall Guys, Lotro, Final Fantasy XIV, Final Fantasy Friday 14 is what we had today. Ladies and gentlemen, superstars, supernovas, maniacs of all ages. The subathon happens this Sunday, 2022, July 10. This is my anniversary as a VTuber. It wasn't a debut that I did, but rather it was the first stream I ever did as a VTuber. It starts at noon Eastern time. There's the other time zones, 11 AM Central, 9 AM Pacific. You can convert it to your time zone if it's not covered there. You can find converters online. I say there, every 1 USD is 2 minutes, which means that a subscription on Twitch is equivalent to 5 USD in my book, so it's gonna be 10 minutes immediately. The reason why I said that in USD, in 1 USD terms, is because Patreon subscriptions also count. Since I want to link this to the Patreon because it's still a recent thing I launched, Patreon is still an option. Just as a reminder for everyone, if you want to give me further support, that will give you some behind-the-scenes benefits among other things. For example, the vocal cover that is yet to be released, the audio of that is already available on Patreon. So, that's one of the things. You can check the benefits in the page specifically. And maybe you can talk a little bit more about them in the subathon. It's gonna feature games with viewers, if we meet certain goals, if we meet a certain amount of viewers. Karaoke, that's almost guaranteed, I guess. Video games, because of course we have video games. New designs debut that we're kind of gonna look at. VTuber Hunger Games was something I was gonna do, but we didn't get enough people for that on the tweet I did. So, no this topic, killing each other in a free-for-all. Mercy, I think, wins in this case. The milestones we have for this: 5 subs, you make my schedule with me. 18 stinking feelings left? Is that how you recolor a chocobo? Woohoo, you gotta do what you gotta do, Mist. I get it. So you get to decide which days of the week I will stream next week, with the exception of Monday, because I'll need to rest after the subathon maybe. Or actually not, I'll see how I feel about it. Like, if we meet the 12-hour max, then yeah. But if we only get like, I don't know, 5 hours or only the 3 hours or so, then I can still stream the day after, I think. But we'll rather no. No, actually no, I take that back. I probably will want the day to work on other things. And we're gonna have the cover released then, but yeah. You have to feed it to death. Oh. Okay, that system makes sense, Mist. Yeah. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of Habirika. Which is a sort of like video game RPG like thing that you can put your habits in there and like you can have like experience for brushing your teeth, for example, as a habit, right? Anyway, 10 subs. So, sorry, to specify more about the schedule. You get to decide what games I'm gonna play and what days they're gonna be. So the days can be of next week, Tuesday to Saturday, and if Sunday, I guess, could count as part of next week. A Monday to Sunday week in that case. So it can be 6 days that you want me to stream for next week. It can be 2. It can be even 1 if you like. That's how we're gonna do it. And you can decide which games they're gonna be. Do you want me to stream 6 days in a row of only Final Fantasy XIV? You can do that if we meet that goal. Do you want me to start Rocket League at long last, or even start another new free-to-play game? You can do that. As long as I have the game somewhere, as long as or it's free to play, you can do that. I think I have Dead by Daylight. You can even make me start Minecraft if you're feeling froggy. But if we do that, it's gonna be another like major stream. Like it's gonna have to be a big deal. And this also, before I get to the other goals, this also makes me mention that in the bottom text, let me remove my logo quickly. Top gifters / cheerers get to choose games for me to play for a 6 or 9+ hour stream. To 9 maybe. If I have Terraria, we could give it a try, Ducky. I'm not sure if I have it anywhere because that's not a free-to-play game. Like, I can't really spend extra budget on video games right now. So they have to be free-to-play or I need to have them already on my PC. But yeah, so that could also go into it. That 9-hour stream or so, depending on how many gift subs they are, it's kind of arbitrary the way I measured it. You can decide what it's gonna be. So let's say somebody gives subs, somebody's a top gifter because they gave 10 subs, and they want that stream to be Final Fantasy XIV, or if they want it to be FF14 and Fall Guys, sure, let's do it like that, right? That wouldn't be a problem? What do you mean? Is it free to play? I actually don't know. I'll have to check my libraries. I have a lot of games on Epic because they gave them for free. They gave so many games for free. And I could tell you the game library I have. I probably need to update my game list document that I haven't used in a while. And you also will get to choose a new vocal cover for me to make. And it can be a song, whatever song you want. It's just gonna take me a while to maybe do it if there's not a good instrumental for me to get. Or I don't know the song. Just keep that in mind. But we'll get into more of that in a moment. 10 subs, you make me do a tweet. Safe for work. There's a little bit of leeway for an NSFW tweet depending on what it is. I reserve the right to reject some things that you maniacs want me to say. Like you want me to say I hate Final Fantasy XIV, I probably wouldn't say that. Some mania, some manic thing like that. I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out if we get there. 15 subs is a community movie day vote because I've been wanting to do a community movie night, day, whatever you want to say. And it would be a vote between certain things. Could be Star Wars. I've been considering watching these special cuts of Star Wars movies and even series with you all. Though they are very long, so I'm not sure if we would do them because we're talking about like 4 hours, for example. Revenge of the Sith with the Siege of Mandalore. It's like very long, right? But yeah. $10 on Steam. I'd just be willing to get you a copy if you promise a single full playthrough. Depends on what you mean by a single full playthrough. I can't guarantee a single full stream, sure. But I can't guarantee that I will get far on it. Like, I could do a full playthrough, but it may take a while, Ducky, because we're playing a lot of other games in the meantime, and I also want to keep having them. Or, if people want me to play Terraria for the entirety of next week if we meet that goal, hey, it will happen. It will happen. And yeah, Erurin, you can make that happen too if we meet that goal. But it's also everybody voting. Everybody would be voting on the chat for it. Everybody would be sort of deciding. I could do it. I would be willing to do it. If the game takes too long to do a full playthrough of, take that into account because I still want the other games to be here. I mentioned Rocket League because we're going to be checking it out on a future stream. Thanks to the collab that they had with Fall Guys and Fortnite recently, kind of encouraged me to do it. And I did a poll on Twitter in which the majority voted for me to actually check out the game. So it was a very close vote actually, But we made it to that goal. Then 20 subs! You're gonna make me eat spicy noodles on the stream. You get to torture me. You get to torture my tongue, mostly my lips. Those are the ones that get the heat the most. While I do that, I have them here with me. That's the bag that you just heard right there. They are of the Bulldog Samyang brand. You may have seen them somewhere on the internet. They're a very popular one. Oh, you gave me lead? Hold on. Let me give somebody else the party lead then. I'll give it back to you, Erurin. Since I'm not in the game right now. We're talking about these things, right? I think I made you the party leader. Where's Judo when we need him? Not sure who that is. Then 25 subs, you will get to choose my next vocal cover. And also, here's where I also get to mention, we have a new vocal cover coming out on Monday. It's a TV size, it's not very long in that sense, it's about 1.5 minutes, but still, I'm glad we're going back into the vocal cover game. Because this is a start of vocal covers making a regular return, or at least that is the plan. You will get to choose the next vocal cover for me to do, among a vote, because it needs to be the ones I'm considering already. Because I know those songs, okay? Oh, Judo's Noodles, the one and only legend? Hello, Amiku! Glad you could make it to the stream. We're about to kind of end it. We're talking about the subathon that's gonna happen this Sunday. But how are you, Amiku? Happy Final Fantasy Friday. Have you played FF11 today, or even FF14? We have FF14 in the background. That's the music we're hearing, but we kind of have finished with the gameplay right now. You crashed again, Ducky! What the heck? I'm sorry to hear that. This is not something that happens often in FF14. You're gonna get on 11 now? Hell yeah. It's Final Fantasy Friday, that's what it's all about. And then 35 subs. You're gonna make me wear a maid outfit for the rest of the stream. And potentially other streams. That reminds me that I need to export the model. So we can have it immediately ready. Yeah. Similar to what we had before, but this one is different. Oh, you're so used to being a mod, you can't do it? That's okay. Miss, can you try doing it? If not, I can do it myself in a moment. Yes, let's shout out Amiku Noah. Thank you, Rurin. And finally, 50 plus subs, you get to commission new assets for me. Now, what this means specifically is that with the budget that we have, which is about a little bit over $100, because at that point I probably have the payout from Twitch. That's the reason why I set it to be the goal like that. So it's about 100 USD or more. That's the Twitch payout right there. You get to decide, and the options are, well, you can maybe suggest options if they're available. Thank you, Mist. We Were Here Too. What is that? I don't think I've heard of that game. Interesting, interesting. But yeah, hope FF11 is going well. It is my intent to get back to it sooner than later. Sooner than later. But yeah. What was I saying? So the assets I'm thinking about are maybe some V-Raid assets, like a new hairstyle. I keep trying to go for that star-shaped, star-shaped Yugi-like hair with a lot of different highlights to it, different colors. I'm not good at making hair in V-Raid Studio. I tried to color this hair to have multiple colors instead, but none of them really come out right. Like, I just use textures that other people created, and that's the best I can do. You're gonna see some of them though. You're gonna see some variations of that on the stream. We're gonna go into a section of V-Raid Studio as I show you potential things I'm considering for my model, regardless of how many goals we reach. A spoopish game, a series of 4 puzzle games you have to do with someone else. Okay. Ooh, that sounds like a rough game for me though. I wouldn't be able to thrive in a game like that, not my kind of game. But I hope you've been successful at it while you were... Well, I assume other people were playing with you, right? Because of how you say the game is. But yeah, other asset ideas, as I mentioned earlier, is potential new emotes. There's many types of emotes that I need to get. And those could be the ones we do. Doesn't need to be that necessarily. And other ideas that you may have, you can throw them, maniacs. There were other things, but I can't remember what they are. Oh yeah, maybe a more customized overlay instead of the one I'm using right now. This one is fine, but if we get more customization, it could be good. A customized starting soon screen even. Or if there's enough money for it, even a custom background song. It depends on what you choose if we reach this goal, honestly. And those are the milestones we have for this. Ladies and gentlemen, superstars, supernovas, maniacs. It is going to be stream number 400. So that's going to be another milestone. 400 live streams here on Twitch. And as a matter of fact, there are more than 400 when you consider the one YouTube live stream I've done and my stint in the ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕤 stream channel, because I didn't count those streams towards the count. So I've done over 400 streams at this point. But the official stream number 400, right? And before I started counting the streams, I had like what I called beta streams before February 11. Oh, you almost cried a few times. It was his birthday, so you played it? Nice. Sounds like quite the sentimental playthrough. And those can always be great things, Amiku. Oh, thank you so much, Amiku. I appreciate it. Should I call you Noah or Amiku? Not sure if I asked you before. Sorry about that. What? The Rurin keeps giving it back to me? What? Am I party leader again? Hold on. Okay, Rurin, what are you doing? I'm not active in the game right now. I just gave it to you, Weaver, I think. Mist, you can call me Noah. There you go. Thank you, Noah. Thank you for clarifying. You have people call you either? Yeah. It was similar with Mist right now. I've been calling him Weaver all this time, but he prefers Mist. You know, it doesn't matter one way or the other, as he said, but yeah. Mist is the way I should say it, also because other people refer to him like that. Amiku actually is Sicilian for friend. Oh, that makes sense. Nice. Amigo is the Latin languages. They're so similar to each other. Amigo is how you say it in Spanish. I don't know how you say it in Portuguese or French. Amico, I think, is how you say it in Italian. And then Sicilian is amicu. So the similarity is there 100%. Amico, amicu. Nice, nice, Noah. And melon is how you say it in Sindarin. Don't forget that. Tomodachi is how you say it in Japanese. Yeah. How do you say it in French? Was it similar to how you say it in English? Friend? Friend? I don't remember. Viewing yourself as superior to those that carry you through an insane amount of streams? I see how it is, the Rurin. My dad's side is from there, so I wanted a little spice. Nice spice. Ami or Ami? Ah, you see? It's extremely similar. Thank you, T. Yeah. I know Spanish, so when I see these similarities between Latin American languages, they immediately light a little light bulb in my brain, you know? Rurin and the Mist are just being maniacs to each other. They're just like being rascals in this discussion. I should have maybe switched to just chatting for this portion of the stream, but what the hell, we can keep it at FF14 online. But yeah, in the meantime, while we're doing that, let's see who we can raid. If you have any suggestions, let me know. For now, let me go into Twitch, my favorite purple dimension that we are in right now, and see who is live. Perhaps somebody streaming FF14, perhaps not. Perhaps somebody I've never rated before that I follow. I see some people online that we could raid. If we hadn't raided Astrally yesterday, I would go for her because she's going for FF14 right now. But, well, yeah, we raided her yesterday, so we should go for somebody else. No pressure, of course, but if you don't find anyone, Scry is live? Scry, remind me who Scry was. No, I think I have someone, though. But thank you, Noah. See, I was about to say Amiku. But yeah, hold on. Let me catch up with the chat a little bit. I literally got you caught up in story to Kundabar and ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕤. Aha! And poor Docky is just trying to stay connected. My gosh. What suggestions do you have, though? Your hobby! Oh, nice. Blue Stash Man. Thank you for the suggestions, maniacs. There is somebody that I play Fortnite with that I haven't rated. That's playing Shadowrun Returns. Could be that we can go for them. Goosey is playing Fortnite. We rated her a couple days ago, though. and then after an hour of playing, complaining, then you decide nope. Well, no, I hope it's okay, but I'm gonna go for Arurin's suggestion, I think. Since Arurin was here for a while also. And taking a look at Blue Stash Man. If Arurin is recommending them, we can trust it. If you superstars are doing it, we can trust them. Blue Stash Man is playing Final Fantasy XIV, so let's do that. With a name like that, I can't help but wonder if he's playing a blue mage. Anyway, that is what I wanted to say about the subathon. I hope you're all looking forward to it. I hope I see your superstar shining faces on there. And whether it's 3 hours or 12 hours, 3 hours is the minimum, 12 hours is the maximum. I hope it's gonna be a hype time, one way or another. Smaller FF14 streamer? Okay, we can rate them, Oh yeah, and yes, feel free to copy and paste either version of the raid message if you want to participate in the chat. Thank you so much, Maniacs, Superstars, and Supernovas for a great week this time. We are going into a very hype thing, which is the subathon. But well, I've said more than enough about it. You want to see the information about it again, you can check it in my pinned tweet on Twitter. On Twitter, blah, 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 I swear I can speak. And also on Discord on the Star Briefings section, alright? With that, we've finished this week. Well, unless you count the subathon. Depends on when you start your weeks, whether Monday or Sunday, alright? Let's send the raid over to the Blue Stash Man dimension. You were all wonderful today and this week, Maniacs. Whatever way I see you next, whether it's in the subathon or not, I shall see you round.